Hello, everyone! Welcome to Fixing RWBY's 6th anniversary celebration! We've been going ever since...
We love these girls.
March 28th, technically before that, because, making the video and all that, but, technically,
wait,
the release
so
of
this
it.
is a video?
It's a video, yes. It's not a stream.
I'm
not crazy.
Live streaming. Fuck.
What's the point? I can't even be here if it's not an actual stream. Sorry.
My god, this is cringe. Protest.
Get the intro out, Kelsey. Do your intro.
Okay, well, since this isn't a stream, so the spoilers for Fixing RWBY. We plan to kill off one of the girls. You don't know who yet.
The 4 main characters are women.
Oh my god, stop. No, that was too big.
Welcome to the fan art contest that I put out in order to celebrate this, where we just asked the fan community to make art of missed opportunities in anything RWBY related, whether it be canon, whether it be a spin-off, whether it be in Fixing RWBY, what have you. Obviously, we favor the Fixing RWBY stuff, but you know what? That's just my own ego being stroked. So we're just going to basically sit here. I'm going to post all the pretty art that got sent our way, and everyone here, we're all just going to talk about it and basically relax, hang out, and just have a good time. Everyone good with that?
All right.
Yes,
Good, yeah.
but also real talk. I got jump scared.
Teacher,
so
can we
scared by
have class
Psycho.
outside?
I'm so happy about this information. Can you believe it, guys? Christmas, just a week away.
Also being posted with it is the description as from the original artist. So the first submission is from Alfred Digou, who he missed the opportunity to see a flashback of Adam, good and soft side. Basically everything that Blake would have liked in him as a romantic partner, which, to be fair,
Definitely a missed opportunity.
huge missed opportunity. We never actually get to see them as a couple in any effective way, which is
They might as well not be, yeah.
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 Dang,
I like the idea of it being one-sided because, like, him being obsessed with her makes sense, but her, like, as a mentor, it makes sense. But him chasing after her constantly makes more sense to me. But yeah, missed opportunity for sure.
This fan art is still nice, regardless of the context, though.
It's really
Just, like,
cute.
Yeah.
Look at that happy little face on both of them.
Of course, why wouldn't
Smilers.
he love her? I mean, she's bandaging him better than Weiss bandaged RWBY in Fixing.
You gotta love anyone that does traditional art.
Yeah.
Even a nice simple pencil or pen sketch, like there's no undo button. How do you people live?
So
Yeah,
say
like-
this is like
Yes.
Eraser.
There's
That's
something
why
called
I
an
very
eraser
lightly.
It never works. We all know it never works. No
It
one
doesn't
draws
work.
like
Jay's right.
construction
Jay's
lines.
right.
Listen,
My dad
I
thinks
may be very
the computer does
comfortable
most
using
of
a
the work.
pencil, but I will admit, seeing the indents of your pencil lines when you erase it sucks.
just
Yes,
don't press
For
hard.
sure. That's why you don't press hard
Yeah,
when
don't
you're
press
doing
hard.
line
You
art.
have to-
You do line art.
But you still
Don't do
it.
the
You
crushing
just
wrist
do it.
habit.
You
Like,
just
don't
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah, don't do it.
But the
Yeah,
lines are
Alfred
too
Digou.
thin otherwise.
Yeah, Alfred
over
Digou,
it,
if you have the
alright?
chance, please teach us how to do traditional art and be confident in it. I
Or
would
just
appreciate it.
sketch and pen. Just go hard mode.
Okay,
Oh my
the
God.
pen, pen
Very
is
nice
God
Blake,
mode
though.
and traditional.
Yeah.
We're
Really
using
good
colored
catches
pencils,
volume
actually.
one.
This is a clusterfuck.
Immediately,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
forgot
Where
that
did
this was fan
conversation
art.
go? It's not traditional art.
Everybody forgot that this is a fan art appreciation.
Yeah.
It is! We're appreciating it.
Why can't this be a meme? Why can't this be a meme video?
Appreciating
Because people
anyway in
worked
my
hard and
AU
submitted art.
specifically.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if some
we
art
love
for
it. We
memes?
love it. Round
We're
of applause.
celebrating the anniversary of Fixing RWBY.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Alfred, for actually drawing Adam's hair. I had to draw it, and then I just never wanted to draw him again.
Yeah, no,
I drew his hair.
you drew his horns. It's actually
Okay.
more important because people have problems with his horns, like their
His horns are
placement.
messed up. That's why.
They like
Yeah,
Well,
those are
they like
odd.
move on his
because-
head.
Yeah.
It's because you got
Yeah.
the canon RWBY with the horns, and then you also have the character references from the.
It doesn't
the
help
I
that
think
it doesn't
someone
also
pointed
have
out
black
they're
streaks
closer
in
to
his hair,
goat
too.
horns than like bovine
Yeah, that's the thing.
horns.
They're supposed to be. They're more like goat horns than they are bovine, which is what's confusing. Because like bovine go out from the side and curve up,
Yeah.
but goats.
I'm just remembering the ship
Spiral.
name for Coco and Adam, and it's chocolate milk, and it doesn't make sense.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh.
Wow, let's not get into that. What's the next piece?
Next piece
Next
is
piece.
Blue Sky Portrait, giving us Crone Winter interacting during Volume 7. Still salty that they only said one sentence to each other and never spoke again. And provide along with it are the socials, which is Tumblr. All of them are Blue Sky Portrait on Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ooh, they gave shading
love
and
it.
background.
I love
That's
it.
nice.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
from the back.
They drew
Nice.
stairs. That's a harrowing act. No matter what the perspective is.
Such
Drawing
bravery.
stairs, dude. It's fucked up. Can I curse? Too late.
Can I curse? No, we're
You
gonna
can
bleep
curse.
that
It's
out.
fine.
Sorry.
It's
You're the
fine.
staircase
I like
of
You're
that.
gonna
really
get the
just
soundboard.
lines.
I like
I
how
like
you
the
can see the
backgrounds too, even if it's just line art. I
like
like
it.
backgrounds. We love people who can draw backgrounds.
We do. You can draw my backgrounds
funny.
anytime you want, Blue Sky Portrait.
I
Yeah.
like how you can
I
see
will
the
pay you.
personality of the characters,
Mupo, go on.
how they stand. I like how well they portray the personalities and their poses and everything. Like
Yeah.
Winter's so stoic and has her arms folded perfect,
And
like
they
always.
can't make eye
And
contact.
Crow is just no, I think Crow is looking at her, but he's a lot more casual and bent over. Like he's almost embarrassed to be having a genuine interaction. It's really nice.
He's
And
emotional. Like
emotions.
Adam to have a soft side.
This next one is by Dominik. I think it's a meme name. I'm not sure. If it's not a meme name, I apologize. But Dominik Micoch, Micoch, and it's of me. I think.
You?
That's
yeah,
lame.
it is lame.
Dang.
I mean, I appreciate it, but
He's like, damn,
Oh,
you're
it's
6 years
opportunity.
older. I'll
Oh.
make art for you.
wow, you actually started
No,
detailing my chair
No,
back
and I
there.
want you. You look like critical.
I like
I know
the
what
fact
this
they
is
added to
opportunity
add
is, Celtic.
chair.
Wait, you do look like Charlie. You do
The
look
chair
like
is part of your
Charlie.
character now, Celtic.
chungus thing
That's his
with
wings.
Ruby I've ever seen.
I was gonna say you look like Skrillex, but no, you do look like Moist Critical.
Hey everyone,
Yeah,
it's
but
Moist
it's
Critical
missed
here.
opportunity.
I'm here to give you
The
a
missed
moist meter.
opportunity, Celtic, is you brushing your hair.
Oh, shut
He,
the
d- he,
fuck
he
up
shouldn't
on
brush his
that.
hair. It's curly. He needs a curl cream. He needs
This
more
is the
conditioner.
year where Celtic does that, I
It's
see.
Spaghetti hair.
His curl pattern terrible. He needs to work on it. He doesn't need to brush it. You don't know how curly hair works.
Well, then I
Thank
just
you,
need to see a
Dominic.
picture of him with
Alright,
like the
who's
1950s
next?
curlers in.
Wait, Dominic, if you draw Celtic, you have to draw everybody now. Sorry.
It is requisite. I'm sorry.
He will.
Yeah,
All-
sorry.
All
Literally,
68
they will
active
die.
Sketchy
I will say
Huntsmen.
though, the wrinkles on the shirt are very nice.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like
they are.
60 plus of us. It's just too much.
Then don't draw the wrinkles on their shirts. It's fine.
Wow, problem solved.
Yes, exactly.
This next one is from Todpole, which I love the name. I think the
Ooh.
biggest missed opportunity
Aw.
is that Team RWBY aren't the maidens, since they are such a big deal in the plot, and or could have been relics before they were introduced. It could have been it could have been that makes them the focus of the plot and makes them the targets of the villains. These are just some pics I made an hour or two of the girls just doing some fun things with their powers in their eyes, with Ruby flying on crescent rows with wind magic, Weiss using her ice and creation powers to help clean her home, Blake using the lamp of knowledge to learn everything she can, and Yang just clearing some rock slides for the fun of it.
I love Ruby surfing on her scythe.
You know what?
It's really
Yeah, if she
cute.
could, she totally would.
And she's got a little crown.
It's incredibly wuxia of her to
It's
fly
all
around
kind
with a
of-
sword like that, or weapon like that.
Yeah,
I like the
Fundamentally,
choices
that's the
for the
upgrade she
relics.
gets
I
in
Why
think
does
Life.
that's
Blake
too.
look like an evil witch though? She's like, my precious.
I think those are supposed to be like her ears, like the pink triangle on her head is her ear.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
lovely.
The
like they
eyes
gave
just
her a
look very
cat
intense
nose.
and focused.
By the way,
Fundamentally, though, that's a really good a critique. It is an issue of the show having too many elements, too many magic MacGuffins and secret
Yeah.
powers and superpowers hidden from all time.
And they don't
So
Like,
really,
merge
the
together
main,
well.
the main girls aren't the main girls either. It's
You're
the
right. There's no
maidens.
synergy between the stuff. Why can't I be like the Fall Maiden and Rex Shop
No
even
main
harder
Wait a minute,
main
wait a
character.
with
minute.
one of the relics?
Hold on.
That's
Yeah.
that's
For
messed up.
Weiss, is that a snowman helping to clean her stuff?
Oh my god,
If
it
it's
is!
not
It's
one,
adorable!
it should be.
oh, that is
Yeah.
adorable.
I gotta say, one thing that is very much missing from RWBY that this kind of touches on is just characters using their powers in sort of more mundane situations. It's a thing that like a lot of superhero writers seem to forget about. It's like you have powers, people really, what's more enjoyable about having the power is being able to do normal, mundane things.
Yeah, like
I
Spider-Man
feel like Blake
using
will
his web
prank
to
with
get
your
the cup
shadow.
from the corner.
Ruby has to go to the bathroom really fast.
What's
She
the
beats
She's
the
Honestly,
been
line.
going
holding
to
it for an
bathroom on the
hour.
way.
Just runs for it.
Yang, get out of the bathroom! I need to go!
By the way, is she having a blindfold on her eyes? Is this like
think-
she lost like both of her eyes or something?
Maybe she's wearing like a visor glasses.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wait,
okay.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
because of,
cute.
like,
That'd be cute.
Wait, isn't it because of like the maiden powers that make your eyes glow?
That might
Oh,
be
of
it.
course. That's probably what it is.
Out of
Yeah.
all
Oh,
of them,
yeah,
Wysis is my
actually.
favorite because I would also use unlimited power to get my house clean.
I do enjoy the
Deal.
idea that Rocks
Bro,
Yang is
do
just
shit.
busting up rocks for the fun of it, too.
Just for fun of it.
I
Nah,
love
dude.
it.
She would do that.
I like
She starts a
that actually because
landscaping business.
you can tell that they use the same brush for all the little fiery effect for all their little eyes, but for Ruby's, she's got like the red shadow over her eyes, but the smoke, the fire is still silver.
Oh, wait, no, those are her eyes. They're still silver.
Yeah, no, those aren't her eyes. Those are like the flaming bits because it's a different type of brush that they're using.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
I got eyes. I got glasses, but I got eyes.
I love your name, by the way. Todpole is so cute.
It is a great name.
It's
I
so
love
cute.
everyone's name.
Yes.
Stardust is our next submission. Hi, Sketchy Huntsman team. Here's my submission for the fan
That's
art
some heat
contest.
right there.
Yep.
It is a drawing of Ruby and Penny having an emotional moment after reuniting in Volume 7. Congrats on the 6-year anniversary. I look forward to the rest of Volume 6. Thank you
They
so
needed
much.
I'm
that
gonna
so
cry.
bad. They needed that so bad.
Why didn't they give that in the
Sources-
show?
They denied us
Sources
nuts and dolts.
confirm.
They denied us nuts and dolts. Never forget.
Hugging is only romantic, Kel. It's
Thank
filthy.
you for your contribution to the project.
want
We will now
them
be
to
taking
kiss.
this.
But
Ours
Nothing
now.
was dead.
Yoink.
As Celtic can
Really?
attest to, sources familiar with the matter, it was supposed to be there. They just
No, it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if
we-
it was a hug.
know
It was
people.
supposed to be
Too cheap.
more to the reunion, though.
And
Yeah.
they decided to cut it out.
Stardust did really good with the
Such is
different
the writing
perspectives.
process.
It's just.
I really like the way the
It's
arms are
something we
arranged on
needed
this
so
piece.
badly. It's adorable. I love it.
Also,
Oh yeah,
something
Moba was
mentioned-
right. It's hard to
What?
have. It's hard to draw people interacting with each other in a way that.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Draw
say there's
hugging
also
that
different
Very
types of
tender-looking
hugs. You know, it's the over under. There's just on top. There's underneath.
Exactly.
And
Mhm.
appreciating the touch that it's like that was the first thing they did was a hug.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh.
chin layering for me. The chin is over Ruby's own hand, but the other chin of Penny is tucked under her shoulder. Like three-dimensionality.
Also giving Penny a real bow instead of the weird robot bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
It's a real girl hug. Ah!
Take it from the 3D team, which is like me, Jay, Coffee, like, and I only do a little bit of 3D.
Ruby.
Posing Luby does that as well. It's like posing people even in 3D when you have all the body parts there for you to work with. It gets really hard to pose characters. So doing it in just raw and 3-dimensional and on a 2D piece of paper, I salute you. Great job.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
cute.
Stardust, you did really well. Like,
Also, I
you can
like-
actually tell how tight they're hugging each other.
Yeah.
Someone's
The
making a
emotions are
squeaky
real.
noise.
Sorry. I just wanted to mention I like Ruby's hair. It's kind of like
Oh yeah.
yeah, right
Yeah.
at the end. I like that hair. It's really pretty.
It's like it's dyed instead of it fading
Yeah,
naturally.
yeah,
Yeah, like a
It's
shaggy dye
layered.
cut.
Like
Yeah.
the top is the
It's
top
very
half is
cute.
black.
We
and
love
then
it.
the underneath is
We
red.
love it and we love them.
Our next submission is from Lina. Anyway, I thought it was a huge missed opportunity for the show not to show Ironwood's backstory, specifically how he got his prosthetics. I tried to give this piece more of a dream or nightmare feel to it in order to convey what's going on without showing too much gore, but mainly because of my lacking skill level. It's showing pretty good.
Dang.
And,
That's
yeah,
really
that
cool.
is
I like the
terrible.
Yeah, it
blur.
does.
It was a cool
I like
idea.
the blur for the back.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't even
odd.
think
All the
about
eyes
that,
on
yeah.
him, just like from what was it,
Man,
volume
to
3?
lose like basically half of your entire body, that's a story you should have told.
Yeah, I mean that's what that I mean, how did he survive that? That's the real question. Like if that happened all at once, how did he survive that?
Logically speaking, I could easily see it just being like the arm and some scarring on the body. Like that is survivable. Horrible, but survivable. But like if it was literally like part of his body just got shredded away, yeah, no, he shouldn't have survived that.
Well, there's also you can lose more to infection and stuff, so it'd just be like, we gotta replace like some of your ribs, my dude, and like there's a lot of more shit.
He went swimming in Argus. Big
I
shark.
would just hand wave it as Aura doing its initial thing. So
Oh no, I know what happened. Okay, so
No, don't do it.
he lost a pinky. He lost a pinky, and they were replacing the pinky, but then they fucked up. So like, okay, we got to replace the next 3 fingers. No, we fucked up again. Got to replace the hand. We keep fucking up. Next arm. And it turns out this surgery took several days, and they just kept fucking it up as it goes along until it's like, all right, we got it. You have half a body now, but we got it.
And
It's
no
on
one
my
has
Doctor
seen the Doctor
Strange
since.
post like
Turns
car
out
accident.
it was just an ingrown toenail.
I'm like, why are you replacing everything? It's like when somebody's like, the healer can't do anything, get the necromancer, and then you have to kill the person so they can revive them.
Edward Elric gone wrong.
Yes!
In terms of the actual suggestion about like showing more of Ironwood, I really think that would have helped with the characterization. Like that's a really good point. It is a thing that was missed.
Yeah.
They set up a character that, yeah, maybe they did want to have him fall from grace, but when really we don't really know too much about him except for man grows beard and then becomes a fascist.
Man grows beard.
Yeah, how did he
I
get to where he
wish-
was
I
at?
wish-
You know,
I
it's like
really wish they
Metal
could have kept
lads.
Ironwood good. Like, I really wish they could have kept Ironwood good. I understand and also there's a lot to do with Ironwood having an aggression arc, but man, I just want a nice dude.
I would
A really
also
good
want
idea
to
from
see
the
how
front.
Ironwood came under Oz's service and whether the half a body thing is related or not to
He's
serving
one of the
quote
more
unquote
recent
Oz for
ones as
years.
well.
You
They
could
made
say
it
it's a
I
missed
recall.
opportunity.
Miss the theme.
Oh.
Fuck you, Jay.
Roll credits.
That's the end.
still
No
going.
more. If you did
We're still
art,
going.
shut
What's
up.
the next
Night, everybody.
No, you didn't.
Lina, I hope to see
Definitely
more
on my
from
like
you.
the
I really
dramatic
like your blurry background. It does give a very
It's
dreamlike
very,
experience.
it's very nice art style.
I also
Mhm.
like the dramatic lighting.
Yes.
All right, our next submission is from someone called LyubiZ. LyubiZ. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce this name.
Huh?
It's some
Who's
weirdo,
that?
just
I
absolutely.
think
I don't
you're
know.
supposed to pronounce the Z harder, I think, because it's capital, right?
Like,
I
please.
That's what I'm assuming.
He's a B. Now this is from in-house. It's our lovely friend Lyubi here, who has volunteered himself for public ridicule. No, I'm
As
kidding.
one does when you sign up for these projects.
No, of course he sent. I know I'm cheating on this one because some of these characters haven't shown yet, but they will show up by the time this video is out. Will they?
Will they?
Will they? This is coming out at 20. No,
We've seen most of these.
I know. I think he did send this. I think he did send this before episode 8 came out, which is
Yeah,
when
but
these.
Malachite hasn't shown up, so that's gonna be a while. That's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we know.
Are we allowed to leave this in?
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
just be like,
Everybody
oh, she...
censor.
It's not like she's recognizable. That's not her outfit in the
Yeah.
show.
Okay,
It's
goodbye.
also, if you didn't know that Malachite is
Well,
gonna come
name,
back, what's
I
wrong
heard
with
a
you?
soundboard.
Soundboard?
But yes, this is something that we've all we've had like light discussion about. But he's consistently drawn the spider's lair, the lair of Little Mrs. Crew, and he's kept consistent all the characters in there. So why don't you name these characters from left to right, Luby?
Left to right. Okay, so the guy who the fan, his name is Wilbur, and he's a pigfaunus that's very sensitive about his weight. So he usually hides his pigtail parts, so that nobody sees it. You can call him Piggy and stuff like that. Only
And he's the spider's doorman, right? Like, he's the muscle. He's the muscle of the gang.
Yep. Yes, he is. And you can say it's one of the early one who joined the spiders. The earliest member, yeah.
I mean, he's the first one you ended up drawing, wasn't it?
Yep. I mean, he wasn't even a character. It's Soon is the one that gave him the name and all that stuff, and it became an actual character now. Okay, so the one in the next to Wilbur is Lemon. She's a rat faunus, and her favorite tale is actually the rat from Charlotte Web. I don't remember the name of it, but there's a rat character there. I'm gonna go in depth when we get to the the art talk. But long story short, but let's just say Wilbur is the one that finds her, and so because of faunus trade and relating and all that stuff, so he understands her pain.
And then obviously we've got Malachite looking absolutely, completely mentally healthy, just enjoying a
She's
fan.
fun.
Smilers.
She's a
She's
first.
having fun.
And you got a little mess over there reading the two Man with Two Souls.
I wonder what that could mean.
Also, without her wig, which is a little known detail. If you would only
We
know
got
from her
that.
character sheet.
She's full on actual geisha.
Yep. And finally, the one in the right is Grease. All I can say about him is that he's very hang on, trying to remember.
He matches his name.
Yes. And his fairy tale is actually the duckling that Wilbur befriended with, but in a bit of a twist where a double fairy tale twist of the ugly duckling, but being emo instead of actually beautiful.
Being emo instead of it.
They're not mutually
Dang.
exclusive. You
That's
can be
really
both.
good.
Oh,
This is a
God.
PSA. This is a
Imagine
PSA. You
that,
can be
like-
emo and beautiful. Don't let Luby say otherwise.
No,
No,
don't encourage that. You'll
emo
get
is the
scene.
opposite.
You'll get scene kids from the mid-thousands.
Hot topic.
I'm on
Emo
All
and
right.
scene
right
kids
now.
are not the same.
All right. Thank you for submitting that, LyubiZ. That's fun.
We love the spiders.
Next up
Yay.
is Mr. Nameless Purposeless the Seventh, who posted this one.
Ooh, a long line.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
He's
Whoa,
got
what's
that.
going
He's
on?
got that Crescent Rose mechanical design right
Okay,
there.
let's read this.
Oh,
There we
whoa.
go.
So go on, Celtic. What's the description?
My idea was that this takes place after Volume 7. When Salem arrives, it is an all-out war, and Atlas is barely able to hold her off. The city is in ruins, bodies lie in the streets, and Grimm outnumber the population 10-1. During this time, Team Ruby and Juniper make a last-ditch effort to stop Salem, but it is in vain. She takes both relics, and Atlas fell to the ground. However, Cinder convinces Salem to keep Ruby alive so that she may watch her as her team falls with Atlas. When everything is over, Ruby is left standing in the cold, hoping to hear even a single survivor. She vows revenge and takes whatever she can for her journey. Think Gus from Berserk after the eclipse. Good luck in your decisions.
Beautiful.
That's nuts. Look at that. She's got Blake's weapon. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Yeah, she does.
Do you think that she
Oh.
took like
And
parts
she's
of
got
her
little
team's
patch-
weapons?
Oh, she's got Yang's jacket.
And Weiss's necklace.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
That is quite
That's
the
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
depression's here.
Oh my god, we have to make this
Poor
canon now.
Thorn's skirt.
I know. I will immediately veto that.
I'll
Wait a
make
minute,
it
Ruby's just
canon.
called-
I'm gonna sneak it into the
Pe-
art.
People call my version of Ruby Grimdark, but it's really not.
Really?
Grim-
It's
No.
what?
We could make it.
No
No one
Grim-
says grimdark.
Okay.
Everybody
We-
says edgy.
We
It's
could make it
edgy.
wholesome. Ruby
don't
just
know
got
what
very
Grimdark
cold.
is.
Okay, let's
Yang
be
is his
fair.
sister.
Grimdark and edgy have become relatively synonymous in the colloquial terms.
I like her
No.
face scars, by
No.
the way. Those are pretty cool.
Game of Thrones, grimdark. Some other shit is edgy. You
But
know?
Grim with 2 M's, because
I
then
don't
it's
know
Ruby.
if I would even
Like
call
grim
Game of
dark
Thrones
Phoenix.
dark, to be honest.
No, yeah, actually, put that on Berserk. That's the real shit.
I would pronounce edgy in Japanese with my power as a Japanese person, but that would sound like a totally different word, so I will not say that.
Ejuru?
I wouldn't consider Fixing RWBY to be like
Ejuru?
the dark version. It's just
Well, it's because I
better
treated
written.
it's literally just because the first 2 volumes I treated with this relatively same level of weight as the end of volume 3. Like I gave it a more consistent tone, and people were like, "Oh, it's so much darker," and I'm like, "Excuse me, are you more happy with the heel turn at the end of volume 3?" People get on my case for what the show actually did.
I don't know. Probably
That's
I'm just
true.
desensitized because I read edgy bullshit in my spare time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it edgy, though. That's mostly a
I
thing of detractors, yeah.
I will say the idea of letting Cinder convincing Salem to keep Ruby alive so she can watch her friends die off one by one is terrifying, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
fucked up in the best way possible.
It's kind of like Cinder wants to put Ruby in her own shoes. Like, I've had to live with all my failures all this time. Now you get to do the same.
Failures are a little bit different than watching everything die in front of you.
That's a failure.
It's a big failure.
It's a very
That's
big
a-
failure.
As a missed opportunity.
The meat emoji.
Yeah, just linking it back to like the prompt,
theme.
the missed opportunities. Like again, beautiful representation of what we're talking about. Like everyone thinks the Tea Party, Volume 8, really missed opportunity. They just sit around, and you get some really good Weishni family stuff. But like this is actually a really good idea. Get the girls involved with the action, and I think we
Yeah.
would be taking notes
I
from
could
this going
do
forward.
something.
More of the action gets involved with the girls in this circumstance.
Yeah,
Or seeing more of the wreckage of Atlas and Mantle. That would be nice.
very good.
Just
Oh, the
seeing more of
girls
Atlas.
do get involved in the wreckage, huh?
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
seeing
that's
more of Atlas,
potential V9, V8 stuff. So maybe they'll come back around and then maybe they'll show us like an inkling, a small little speck.
Mayhaps.
Next up is Puma, who sent us
Puma.
this lovely piece.
Is that like a big cat?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Abu!
I'd always been disappointed by the amount of times RWBY proper has put aside Nicholas Schnee and all the other Schnee-related lore. So I thought I'd make some sort of fan art of Weiss and her grandfather. I was elated when he made an appearance in RWBY Ice Queendom. Twitter is @07Puma70.
I like this design for Nicholas Schnee much better than what
I
we
was
saw
gonna
in
say
Kingdom.
like a proper like old man winter, like very
Like a real grandpa.
sharp.
Yeah, I will, if you will let me, I will canonize this as
I love
Fixing
the art
RWBY's
style. It's
Nicholas
very,
Schnee.
very sweet.
That's a real offer.
Like it's a messy sketch, but it's also really good.
Yeah,
The
great.
Messico is
The-
beautiful. I
the
it
love
looks like
aqua
it's
Messico.
from
for
a
the shading.
storybook.
Mwah.
Yes.
Good job,
Like a
Puma. I love
storybook.
this.
Like I'm reading text
Also,
on the side of this
little Weiss
image.
is adorable.
He seems like he went through a lot of stuff, but he's still really nice to his grandkids, and like, it's
Yeah.
they sit in his lap. That vibe.
I
It's
love it.
really
I love the
good.
matching outfits. That's
The
adorable.
blue, yeah.
It's got a lot more personality than even RWBY IQ, like the way they end up drawing characters.
Yeah.
I'd love to know if the eye line it could be the scar, but I don't think it is. But I wonder if it's like a reference to the
She got her
scar.
start when she was like, it was right before she went to school. So.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. I wonder if that's a reference or if it's a bit of an AU, because there's a sort of line, but that could be part of her eye.
Eyelash.
No, it looks
Thank you. I
kind
couldn't think of the word.
I don't know.
Puma, when you
beautiful.
see this, please let us know what it is.
Yeah,
This man's on their Final Fantasy.
the Twitter doesn't exist.
That's a good reference, Yuri. You're right.
like-
Feels very Final Fantasy art.
It
The
does.
way it's framed is like a commissioned portrait that you would find in the manor.
Oh
because it has that-
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Framing.
ring to
Write
me.
that down.
It doesn't ring me of a portrait. It rings to me of like a personal like desk picture. Like
Write
more.
that
Or
down.
like
Write that
something
down.
Weiss would
Yeah.
keep in her room.
Yeah, I adore this piece.
It's very cute.
I want to be very neutral across the board on everyone's art because I love it all. But like this one might be taking it might hit the right notes for me. Like to be
No, we got a fucking shooting gun, smoking gun.
Got a
Shooting
Rudy,
gun.
Shooty? What?
I don't know terms.
All right. Next up.
Oh,
What the fuck that?
I'm
Someone
sorry. I'm
explode.
sorry.
What did you do?
Someone realized.
I've been shot.
Oh my god.
No, Gabby.
Next up is from Lamb, Lam.
Whoa,
Oh,
it's
That's a
okay.
whole set.
Yeah,
no,
the first one is everything compiled into one, whereas each one is the individual photos part of it.
Oh, he's got the JoJo stance.
For my missed opportunity, I decided to draw John getting an actual cool moment in the series. I'm going to stop you. That's not a missed opportunity. He gets plenty of those, quote unquote. Technically speaking.
Shush.
He's arguably one of
Oh,
the coolest characters in RWBY.
Different type of cool, how
Disqualified.
about that?
You're disqualified, sir. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, Lamb, you're fine. They're
yeah,
just
fine.
being mean.
Real big missed
for the record,
opportunity.
For the record, I'm being mean to John, not you.
Real big missed opportunity that I love instantly is Jean having a bigger tell of his semblance rather than he just glows. Because Aura just kind of glows, and here he like bothered to color the eyes different. And I'm
Also,
like,
he
oh,
got flames
something.
shooting off of him, kind of like Yang.
Yeah, because everybody's semblance is now, they glow a bit. Tyrion's, his hands glow a bit. Fiona, her hands glow a bit. Robin, her hands glow a bit.
Actually, Tyrion, I changed
we
color to
glowing,
purple.
boys.
Though I
Is
can't
that
tell what
dialogue
color his
original?
aura is supposed to be, because you got silver and then you got gold. So I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the dialogue is original.
Let me finish reading out the description
Oh,
here.
he gets gold. Okay.
I always felt like a lot of the RWBY main cast, John mainly never gets the chance to really show what they can do against more competent enemies instead of your run-of-the-mill Grim. I'm a big One Piece and Shonen fan, and I'm a sucker for cool last-minute power-ups. This comic takes place at the Battle of I think you mean Haven. I won't blame you for that.
Have. Banana.
Have. It's the Battle of Have. That's what we call it in canon. In Fixing, it's the Battle of Haven. In canon, it's the Battle of Have. Weiss has just been injured by Cinder, and John rushes back to check on her while Cinder attempts to finish them both off, instead of John being toyed around with Cinder before. Unlocking a semblance to simply revive Weiss, I thought would be cool if his semblance activated to protect himself from Cinder before having a cool epic battle to fight her off, showing just how far he's come since Beacon. Weiss can wait a few more minutes, right?
Oh my god,
that's my favorite part.
Bleeding out on the floor. She's fine.
It's a burn, jeez.
Yeah, she'll walk.
She's just in the corner with the Call of Duty Black Ops revive sign above her. Like, John, please, I got the ray gun.
No, she's just downed in Fortnite. She's just on her hands and knees.
Just crawling around.
I get the med kit.
Give her a hug.
Where's my Nevermore summon?
Poor Weiss bleeding out on the dance floor.
I do find the dialogue,
She
if it's
needs
original,
the milk.
is very
Yeah, the
simple,
original.
and I really like it. Like, I
Yeah.
feel that's a very
It's a
good.
simple idea, but it's done really well.
I'm
very
a fan.
shonen.
I'm a
Like I
fan
said, I
of
really
how,
like the Cinder Eye glow. That doesn't happen in the show, and I really like that.
I'm a fan of how powerful Cinder's fire powers look here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There's like a thing in animation where it's just like fire always feels weak for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not really
It's
sure why,
just
but
the
like,
glowy effect. That's all.
yeah, really.
One of those
Yeah,
things
yeah.
is like that fire already in like cinema and such feels so much weaker than it should. Like even in real life, fire looks more harmless than it really is when you're staring at it from a distance. Like, because people who haven't been around anything greater than like a bonfire or anything like that, you don't realize how quick a flame, like how far that heat actually travels. Like, you see someone like sitting in front of a burning wall in reality, you're just like, oh, you can jump through that just fine. No, you can't. You are not coming out of that okay.
I mean, even the bonfire, though, like, I gotta stand 10 feet at least away from a bonfire because it's so hot.
Yeah.
And this shit is so focused. It is
Being in a
directly
bush-
at Jean. It is just
Yeah, he's-
100%.
It's just like the black outlines and the shading on it, and it's like,
Yeah.
how are you alive in the next?
It's
frame?
like
But he's
she wants to incinerate him to dust, literally.
It's like your thing. Wait, can I talk about that? Or
No!
No, delete.
Legitimately
Censor
spoilers.
it.
That's not gonna
And
happen.
cut.
for-
I will comedically censor that, so everyone's reaction will be preserved.
Okay, it never existed.
Can I say the other spoiler? Can I say the other
Why?
spoiler
Why?
real quick?
Soundboard.
Soundboard.
What's the other spoiler?
It's
What's a spoiler?
it's episode 19.
I barely know her.
Oh.
No.
Good night, everybody.
The real
That's as
spoiler-
much
the
as
real-
I'll say, because I think it would be a spoiler for also people in here. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening right now.
It's
The real
fine.
spoiler is that after Weiss summoned the Nevermore, she slowly starts turning into a bird.
Nah.
She turned into
Oh
the
my god.
funniest
She
shit I've
turns
ever
into a
seen.
bird, Ruby! You don't know what this means for me!
The real spoiler was the friends we made along the way.
This next one is from Project Winchester and Slayer Yamcha. That is just the name they gave. I don't know if it's two people or something like that.
That is a mouthful of a name, and I love it.
And it's just, the only caption is, well, this ship could be great. Don't you think so?
Don't be like this.
Wait,
Interesting.
No,
I
Alright,
never
boys,
thought-
I'm about to head out.
Why is
I
it
don't
like
know
that?
how
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
We're
Oh,
demonetized.
that's her tongue. I thought he was feeding her something.
I
She
bet
took a
that's
bite.
what she was feeding her.
Yeah, I thought he was like holding a cookie or something, and she like mischievously took a bite.
It was
Like
like-
that vibe.
Yeah, I was literally, bruh.
Being horny on me.
I will say it's here. They're drawn as like almost like brunette. It's kind of a vibe. It's kind of
I
a
do love
vibe
the
based
art
on the
style.
color palette
It's
alone.
just- Okay.
Warm.
Yeah,
It's a warm
I
color
will
palette.
give it.
It's
Like,
warm
it's,
neutrals.
I will say, it is a very compelling foot forward. Leading, it's a good argument to lead on for this ship. I would like to hear the rest of your argument, good sir. I am willing to listen. I don't know if I'll accept it, but I am willing to listen.
Yeah.
I
There's
think
also
we
the big
all are.
like
Yeah.
foot in the issue of she's like just a lesbian, right, from the books.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah, she's
Well,
a lesbian.
And then you can take it even
Don't worry
further step further about who
Cardin-
she's inspired by and who Cardin is in
We're
canon.
Don't worry about it.
Velvet
Don't talk
and
about the
Cardin
inspo.
have invited her to join. That it's RWBY compliant. That's all I'm saying. It's RWBY compliant.
Oh, that makes actually no, that can work. That can work.
What is happening?
Holy bun
Insanity is happening.
plus cocoa.
Okay.
I want actual adults
I don't-
in
I
here.
don't know where this-
A sprinkle of cocoa on your holy buns.
What is happening?
Oh, God.
Anyway,
I want actual adults.
Memeing aside, from a technical standpoint, this is very well drawn.
It
Like,
is.
Yes.
yes.
it's very ambitious.
Beautifully
with
drawn.
it.
Yeah.
Only
I
thing
love a
is
good
that
color
she's a
palette.
lesbian.
It's a compelling foot forward. That's the reason
Mhm.
why. It's a technically
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good piece.
Only canon is holding you back.
Only several things are holding you back.
Only canon.
Only everything is holding.
Only the several things in canon.
But it's
Yeah.
your world. We're just living in it right now. Go
Real,
on, Project
real.
Winchester and
Just
Slayer
pretend
Yamcha.
we're
I
both
believe in
fine.
your guys' or your. I don't know if you're two people, one person.
You guys, girls, people, just do
Just say
you.
yes.
Just do you.
Yes. Yes,
All
I believe
y'all.
in your vision, and I want to see it through.
Okay, people, I need to point out how insane this artist is. The fingers have the little bit of white that your fingernail has.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
zoom
the
in on
Luna.
that man's drawing, or woman, or
Oh,
person, or
that
they,
thing.
thems.
Oh my god, you were paying really close attention because I didn't notice that.
I would
Yeah,
not.
you gotta open it in a new tab to appreciate all the depth
Yeah.
of everything.
Coco's sweating a little
There's
It
like
is
skin
not a
texture.
240p.
There's skin
Oh, she is
texture.
sweating.
Oh my gosh.
And she's salivating.
You know what? I'm actually now more fearful. This is actually part of a much bigger piece that we're not seeing
Oh
like
dear.
everything
I
to the
think-
right of the camera. There's something else
I
going on
need
there.
adults. Where are
Yeah.
my adults?
Yeah, before this gets adult, let's move on to the next candidate. Thank you for the
No,
submission.
no, no,
Coco
wait.
is an adult.
Wait, pan
She's
over,
18.
pan over.
It's $1 a day to Project Winchester and Slayer Yamcha's Patreon.
All right.
Hey.
Next up is Dex Drex Dex. Again, reminder, I wrote down the exact name you put in the in the header, like I suggested. So if you put a subtitle, I put the subtitle in. So I imagine you're just Dex Drex, but you're Dex Drex Dex now. Congratulations. But their submission was just a what if Yang versus Adam stayed a 1v1, not Blake jumping in to help. And
Ooh.
I would be down to see Yang fighting Adam with only one arm.
It's hardcore.
That's
yeah.
gonna be.
It's also
wild.
an interesting, different, like, lost opportunity. I think the most common is that it should be a full RWBY fight. And then Drex was just like, no, just Yang. She can take him.
My
I
question is,
believe.
like, I've always been fascinated by the idea of people that do martial arts that have like missing limbs. Like, how does that change? Because like you would presume that it's a weakness, but you also forget that like in a lot of grappling arts, especially, but also like a lot of like targeted arts where you're like targeting limbs and such. What if there's no limb there to target? Well, you're like, well, you don't.
Exactly.
It's like it changes like the entire chemistry of the fight, and if someone is used to not having that limb, they might be able to like swing things in their favor just because it's it's uneven. I'm always been curious about that. I don't think it's the case, but I could be convinced.
You can consider Yang maybe practicing Aikido or Hankido, which is using the other person's weight, and that would. I'm
Keep
not
them
going
off
to
balance.
deep dive into this. We're appreciating the art right now, so I like the use of heavy shadows.
I was about
like-
to speak on the shadows. Have you noticed that their, I'm doing finger quotes because it's not right, their disabilities, not the right word, are in the shadow?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice touch.
It is a nice
And
touch.
Very
also,
good.
I don't
also
know if that
about
was
like the
intentional,
shadow
but
colors, they
the-
kind of go into their respective character
Yeah.
colors a little bit. Like Yang's shadow is a little bit yellow, and Adam's is sort of like this deep red.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
I also like how they use the negative space in this piece. I think the negative space is creating a lot of energy in addition to the
I
characters.
like the background tone.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah.
And to end on a cringe note, Yang.
All right.
This is
I
why
think
we
we're
can't
done.
have nice things.
Cut that one out.
Yeah, cut that one.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
I'm
Censor
sorry.
it so people assume the worst.
Let's make our own bleep. Let's make our own
Can
bleep.
I say that this reminds me of like older like 90s shows where they've got that really like harsh cell shading going on for like certain scenes. Sometimes like
Oh
a
my
show will
God.
make it really dramatic and stuff. And they'll
We
do something
have
like
the Walmart Mike guy.
No.
Wow.
His name is Floof.
His
You
name is
have to
Floof.
kill him like
So
that.
mean.
You've hurting my fifis this way. I'm just gonna exit now.
No, Floof,
Fight the whole
no!
time and you do this to him.
Look what you did.
Yeah, you shot that man in the
I
street,
rest
like,
my
oh, God.
case.
All right.
Interesting about the harsh shadows because, like, I noticed what he means because, like, in more modern day, like let's say Attack on Titan, they've kept the harsh shadow but added the harsh highlight. That's a sort of new
Yeah.
thing I've noticed as well.
There's a
so
lot of
I know
very
what he
shiny
means.
anime out there these days.
The compositing team's working hard.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like adding all the
Composite,
gradients after
And then
too.
composite. And then composite.
Composite. Did I say composting or
Composting.
No, you said it right. You didn't
Composting.
say compost.
You said it right.
Compositing.
What you
Yeah.
say?
Real post-production hours.
This
Zero
is good.
brain.
I like it a lot.
Next up on
Okay,
the
next
block
one. Yeah.
is I don't know how exactly how to pronounce this. Jeroen Bok. Jeroen Bok? Jeroen Bok?
Woo!
Oh,
Wow.
Good.
Read this one out, Kelt.
Jeroen says,
Oh,
I think it would have been nice if Team Ruby and Team Juniper actually had a friendly relationship, friendly interactions with Cinder and her cronies during Volume 2 and 3. It could have made the events of Volume 3 hit harder for Ruby, as her fond memories get shattered and tainted as she subsequently sees her former friends cause the fall of Beacon, which could have been used to slowly build up the Silver Eyes. Just imagine Ruby's eyes sparkling for just a tiny bit as the image of former friend groups break a bit when she sees Emerald and Mercury causing Penny's death and having to fight Neo on the airship, only for Cinder to completely shatter the image by killing Pyrrha and Ruby awakening her Silver Eyes. I might have rambled a bit much, but I hope you guys enjoy this piece. P.S. I named Neo's weapon Stentorian, as in loud and powerful voice.
Good name.
Yeah.
That's great.
heart
It's
is
very hard to
exciting.
see Cinder being so friendly, but yeah.
I mean, she's a psychopath, so I think she could probably maybe pull it off a little. It's a great
Salem
story.
Salem
idea.
basically told
Type
Cinder, can you
too.
just take some acting class? Like, please?
That
Well,
Neo
this is like
transformation drawn is really tasty too. It's just like there's a lot of details in here, but that was
Yeah.
really good. Like, ooh,
I
No
appreciate
No
the amount of
spoilers?
work they put into this. I really
Yeah.
do. That took a while.
And
I
that's
can
all
do-
on paper, too.
Yeah,
Also,
I like
I
that
just-
they shaded Ruby's hair.
There's also
Look
a
at
drawing
Team
in the
Scott.
pupils. There's a drawing in the pupils too. That's amazing.
All the boys are
Season.
doing
Team
this
season.
with Dragon Ball
Hair
Z.
is-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Cinder.
can't see the eyes, it's when Pyrrha dies. One
Yeah,
of them is
Pyrrha
Cinder,
and
and
Cinder.
the other is
This
Pyrrha
is-
being shot.
Yeah,
I-
that's pretty good. That's some good
Oh.
shit.
You know what? You have angered me because now I'm kicking myself for not doing anything quite like this, because this would have been amazing.
Celtic.
Damn it.
Wow.
Celtic.
Not like you
Celtic.
don't have
Yes.
the
Look at
opportunity.
boys with the twin ponytails.
Yes, Jay?
Celtic, I was literally going to say, no spoilers, but please continue to watch Fixing RWBY, released weekly. You will enjoy this.
Oh yeah, no,
Bob.
no, we have
You will
we have
enjoy
things, but
this
like
season.
this in particular, this idea, I'm really gelling with this, and this
The
is
friends,
such,
yeah.
this
Honestly,
is so adorable. I love RWBY and Mercury being big like film heads in the back of the theater, raising their drinks.
Comic
Like
nerds.
that's so cute.
oh my god.
I like
so
the Dragon
cute.
Ball Z Ginyu Force.
Yeah, because
and-
Mercury likes comic books, and that would be so cute if we got like to see that human part of him.
I like the Emerald, like, and Ren, like, reading the, I think, Love Ninja of Love.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
they're
there's
all
one
reading
where
Smite?
Neo
Is that
and-
it?
Neo
and has a
impersonating Port and Yang doubling over laughing. She's falling out of her chair.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, these are
That's great.
great. Oh,
This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible.
yeah. Oh,
I love it so
something
much.
about it looks like a
Dying Yang shampoo purple.
yeah, that was
Oh
it.
my
That's-
god!
Oh my god.
Oh,
I am so pissed that this
Okay.
didn't happen.
Bach, you need to write this
Oh, I'm looking
fanfic.
at the
I need
movie
to read
one.
this.
Look at
I
the
need this in
I
my
have
blood.
I've read a fanfic that has a similar premise to this, but yeah,
this will be
that's all I'm
better.
saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are we gonna do like a spin-off for the Ruby Chibi thing? Hey, Jeroen Bok, are you free?
Ruby Chibi doesn't count for anything.
Oh my god, all the boys in dresses? I
Yeah,
keep
no, you
looking
didn't-
and I
they-
keep
they-
finding
we were
things.
talking
I
about the
keep
Ginyu
finding
Force.
things.
What I love is
Yeah,
that
we were talking about
we're all standing here and we're all just like we're going over this and we're all finding different things that are catching our eyes earliest. Like
I like Ruby being like really being excited by Emerald's weapon, and Emerald's just completely.
Now
terrible.
look at Ruby looking at Mercury's legs because yes.
yeah, I
Oh,
love Nora and Emerald gushing over pancakes because the idea of like Emerald being an orphan that didn't have food and like suddenly they're all orphans, they're all hanging out and they're just like, oh my god, look at all this food.
I found an orphan buddy, Red. Let's go.
Also, is that a Kingdom Hearts reference with the sea salt ice cream Nora and Cinder are having? Is
Oh my
that
god, dude.
is that something?
No, not the sea salt ice cream.
Oh, that's cute.
Also, Penny breaking Mercury's arm in arm wrestling.
Neo's
She's beating the
actual
fuck out of him.
transformation outside the panel work, like where she's
Oh, that
halfway
is
between
beautiful.
transforming. But yeah, like that's really hard to draw in a technical point, like halfway through a transition, really hard to convey.
Yeah, it's
Which part are you looking at?
in the top in the left side outside of the panels there are like different characters that are just showing up randomly, like Penny and Mercury, and Neo on the left side is just transforming between her disguised form and her regular vanilla ice cream form.
Yeah, my
Vanilla.
heart aches. I feel
Wait.
like this,
These are all great. I
mean,
love
this-
this piece so much.
it embodies the missed opportunities motif. I think one
Perfectly.
of the best so far.
Mhm.
Ah,
That's
shit.
so far. I'm sorry to the other artists.
I also need a scan of this just so we can have better colors and like more zoomability.
Yeah,
It's pretty big
honestly,
though,
this
as a
should be
picture.
scanned.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting this.
You
like,
can
I like-
just save the images, guys. They're there.
Oh right, I forgot.
I
That's a
forgot.
thing. Should notice
I-
that.
No, yeah, I've been opening up each of the images to catch a look at them closer.
Oh, good observation, Floof. Did you notice that each thing is sectioned off based on the characters? Emerald is behind Ruby, Neo and Mercury are on Ruby's side, and Cinder isn't to be seen. She's in front of Ruby, killing Pyrrha.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
That
makes
is
complete sense.
fantastic. Yo,
Yeah.
dude.
That's what we were saying earlier.
My
That's what's
God, there's a
reflected
lot-
in Ruby's eyes and her
So much,
pupils.
there's a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
on
they're all
here.
color-coded
Yeah.
too, like, jeez.
But Bach, you need to continue, Matt. You have something here. Like
I named Neo's weapon
Stentorian.
Stentorian? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've
Just make your own AU, dude.
Jeroen, fantastic job, man. This is a beautiful piece.
Just make your own AU. There's so much here.
yeah. There's somebody like if only we hadn't known that they were the villains too. Like that would actually make it great if like we just kept it like under hush hush that these were the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Read that.
twist,
harder.
twist. I don't know. There's also the appeal of the dramatic irony of we know that they're the villains, but the cast doesn't know.
It makes the idea of Emerald like redeeming so much easier to swallow when she's like actually a
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, they've already been friends. It's like you can see the
Yeah.
good in them.
Moving on from that fantastic piece, we got Vertigo Dragon, who was actually someone who the initial submission did not go through, and I had to get and make. Luckily, they sent it through, so we actually managed to get it. I was disappointed with Adam's face reveal, and we didn't get this moment to see Adam in Volume 7 and meeting the rest of the Schnee family, maybe even raising an army with the repressed fondness of Atlas. Hope you like this piece. I know you said this wasn't an audition, but if you want, more than happy helping come up with new character designs in the group of new characters. Not an audition, but thank you for the offer.
It's a great
Gotta do
idea.
the grift, Celtic.
That's a
You
good
gotta grift.
idea. I really wanted Adam to face Weiss or any Schnee in canon, so
Imagine Whitley's reaction to seeing like.
Oh my god,
Adam
Whitley just like
Stark.
crying like a little girl. Just like,
Everything. No.
ran away. Be hilarious.
No, I'm pretty sure Whitley probably perhaps doesn't even know about like the
Honest oppression.
the branding shit.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
think more so a scary man walking towards him threateningly with a sword. I think that'd be
Yeah, I
more
don't
of
know.
a reaction.
Whitley-
didn't
might
he
have a
go
pocket
against the
rocket.
Hound? What?
Yeah, he did face down the Hound.
Directly.
What's scarier than your older sister telling you to go to your room every time you see her?
Oh, don't hurt me with
Oof.
cannon.
I'm gonna hurt you with canon because I've also been through this. So like,
But Adam not interacting with a Schnee in a meaningful way, like again, this is the main missed opportunity with RWBY as a property. Like I know we all know that they let the White Fang stuff simmer down for different reasons, but like he never met a single Schnee, and he's got
yeah.
Schnee branding. Yeah.
Wait, is
Another
that supposed to
thing-
be Weiss?
Yeah,
I believe it is.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she's
it's a
protecting her
braid.
father, which is a first.
you can tell because he accurately recreated her baguette hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The get
I mean,
hair.
yeah, one of the
Sorry,
biggest
the
things
biggest hair?
here. One
Big-
of the
Honestly, I
biggest
like-
things here, he's defending Jock.
Yeah. Which that would be an interesting dynamic that was completely missed. Is like,
Yeah.
what? This is where like Jock kind of pisses me off. He's so two-dimensionally evil. It's like, like I get it that he's supposed to be a bad guy, but like sort of with Ironwood, the minute that you become a bad guy in RWBY, you lose almost all your nuance. It really is. And Jock was never a good guy from the get-go. I hope to give him more facets going forward in Fixing RWBY. He's still going to be a bad guy, for the record. He's not going to be, a great person. He's going to be very cold and calculating, but
Actually real.
have him have some
Okay.
weight to him, have some like familial concern. Like, look, even if you don't like a member of your family, seeing one of your family members being threatened or attacked is never easy, especially when you grew up around just being in the presence of.
Vertigo, I don't know if you're ever going to work on this again, but I feel like there was kind of a missed opportunity with the shading. If you had the moonlight like bathe over Adam so that it's like more dramatic lighting, and also for them to see the scars on his face with the branding. I just
like
think
a
that would have been really
concentrated
cool.
reveal moment.
Yeah.
Be like, bam.
Like they can't escape it. They have to see it because that's the only light like in the hallway or something. That's just me. It's a
I
good
like the
job.
first
I like
one.
it.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Even
funny.
Jacques coming face to face with like an actual consequence for his actions.
Oh.
Like again,
Oh no, the consequences of my actions.
Oh no.
Oh god.
She.
protect me, my favorite daughter.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
My favorite daughter.
Hold up.
To add on to that like idea of like having more light on Adam, I'm just imagining like this whole scene. It would be pretty cool where we like the whole manor's power goes out, and then we hear footsteps, and then Adam walks into the like moonlight, and we see that, and then his hair and like eyes start glowing red because
No.
you know that he's preparing that move.
No, you gotta say the
Oh my
line. He
God.
steps out of the moonlight to stand there
Menacingly.
menacingly.
But no, you and me. I was thinking the same thing. Where the
Oh my
music,
gosh.
the music just stops.
Same hat. Same hat.
The music just stops, and then he just steps in there.
And you know what would be great is the subtitles, because the original RWBY subtitlers had fun with it. They would just have music stops in the subtitles. They would actually put that in there.
Yeah.
Jazz
Well,
music stops.
Are we gonna do that? We should do that. It's not even in like the CCs. It's just like in the actual video. It's just music stops.
Yeah.
In case you didn't hear it.
Yo, do we got subtitlers? Can we get someone?
Did I make Japanese subtitles?
You
Let's
can
look
if you
at-
I'm
want.
saying Spanish ones
YouTube,
too.
YouTube taking down community subtitles and other things that didn't need to happen.
Oh yeah, they did that. Damn you, YouTube! That was such a useful feature.
Yeah, take down all of the useful and good features and
We're the
add
community,
useless
am
stuff.
I right,
Sorry,
guys?
You know what? Everyone, a toast to the fall of annotations, which were a godsend to YouTubers
I
everywhere.
remember I was there back in the day when you click on a video and then the whole screen is covered with 500 annotations.
Click here, click here, click here, click here.
Click here.
The
click here.
AMVs.
Where they used it to censor
But
stuff.
okay, because you could just turn them off in the settings, and everyone was cool.
Moving along, we have a submission from M.melan, who says, "This is a short comic I made to showcase how Adam and the Faunus working in the SDC mines were being treated. The man that Adam was glaring at was one of the overseers of the dust mines."
Sorry.
Was that
What
a
was
dying?
Was that an apathy?
That sounded like the Wilhelm scream.
Don't worry.
That was Adam's apathy.
Someone did your house?
Don't worry
Did
about
you
it.
hear murder?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ruki, are you having a Wild West shootout at your house and someone just fell off a cliff?
What I do in the privacy of my own home has nothing to do with what's happening right now.
You're just sitting there with a cowboy hat and a 6-shooter on. You're just waiting for the next round of fire to go off.
Listen, okay? This is a workplace environment, and I'm not bringing in my own personal issues here. Please
Good
continue.
work-life separation. Good work-life separation.
Whatever murder occurs in this house, you are not part of it. Do not worry.
You're implying that it's a murder, dear.
Whatever's happening in this house, you are fine. Don't worry. Let's talk about the art.
Yeah, so, I mean, this goes back into, we could easily go into the deep, dark rabbit hole that is some of the bigger problems with RWBY, but it has the simple issue of it tells and never shows the issues of, racism or classism or whatever way your version of how you view that that arc. And it is something that's lacking from the show. Whether you think it could be better if they got rid of the whole arc or not, like the fact that they just didn't show it really hurt the story itself. To the point where people could say, well, there isn't any problems in the Remnant because it's just them complaining because they never really show us it. And this is the kind of stuff you need.
It's kind of the same problem that happened in Arcane. We didn't really see the labor or why that pit place, whatever the fuck, the trenches was as bad as it was. We never saw it. The reason why it was
see
like
how
that.
Adam got his brain.
The counterpoint to that is that Arcane still has a lot of time to work with, as far as we're aware. Because it was focusing on a very personal story initially. We now have more time as well to expand deeper into the city and get more information. It was enough as a setup. Meanwhile, in RWBY, we've had 9 years of content.
What do we have? We've got the bullying of Velvet. We've got a couple of protests. We have a no faunus allowed sign. What else do we have?
Ilya talking about her family dying in the mines, but that's just we don't see that. We just hear about it.
Then later we see the mines, and they're like, "Hey."
There's Blake's monologue at Volume 1 when she first meets Weiss.
There's Marrow
Stop
who's like,
bullying me, white woman.
There's Marrow who's like, you know what? I have a stake in this, but I'm not gonna have a stake in this. All right, have a good
The
one.
no faunus signs in that one place.
Yeah.
Volume 5.
Did we get anything else?
No, in 10 years of RWBY, that's about it.
Everybody clap.
But from the art standpoint, don't make terrible things cute because this is cute and it should be terrible. I want to work with
JJ.
I think that's a you issue, Jay.
That's 100% on you.
Yeah, it is on you, Jay.
I kind of see what he's talking. It's a very soft art style, like very a lot of rounded edges.
I think it needs to be darker.
Darker. It is a brightly colored, very rounded edges. It looks like these are like tortured Animal Crossing characters.
So Animal Crossing characters.
Yeah,
got
the
it.
proportions
I mean,
for the
pretty
full body
accurate.
shots. The close-ups are way like more.
Yeah, the
Oh
colors
yeah,
are really
the guy with the cap is
I love
definitely
how
way more
pissed
menacing.
Adam-
I was gonna say since he's got the holes for his horns. How do you put that on?
Oh shit! How do you put that?
He just stabs holes with
I
it.
know. I see. Like he just like pops the horns off, takes the hat off, pops the horns back on.
It's like a little case. There's like a buckle on one side and it just snaps
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would suck because you have to get like a custom made, or like you would have to specify like, or make it
At
adjustable.
that point, they would just be like horn faunus. You don't get safety helmets.
No,
they
no.
would actually do that if they wanted to show how bad it is.
They would make it like little, like I could see a design being more like umbrella hats where you have like a band around the forehead and it's
Oh my
elevated
God.
over your head, over your horns.
That's not protecting shit. Unless something falls on your head, I guess.
Well, no, like it's a hard hat version of the umbrella. It's not. You don't actually go to work wearing an umbrella hat.
No, but it's not giving you full coverage.
But yeah, that's great missed opportunity to bring up.
Yeah, we never see someone working in the mines, which is the big deal for the dust side of things and the fauna side of things.
Can we see how dust is created?
We don't see that either. That's actually.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's
Good face shading on Adam.
It was like, oh, we just farmed
face
dust.
shading,
How did you farm it? We pulled them out of the ground. How do you pull them out of the ground? Like food. What?
It's carrots.
We played Minecraft for an hour.
You see, there's the big red glowy bits, and we just rip it out, and it's fine. It's not like it's unrefined and explosive or very delicate. We can just hit it with a sledgehammer. It's fine.
I still subscribe to the Soylent Green It's People version of Dust from that opening line. Man, born from dust. We figured it out, Ruby. The bullets, they're made of people.
My man, my man.
Saito jump scare.
Alrighty. Next up is from Sir-Spoder, who
Wins
gives
on the
us-
name. Wins on the name alone.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
Here's my submit. Let's see. Allow me to explain the context behind my piece and how it fits the prompt. While it's true that we
lot of
did get
words.
a Blake versus Adam fight in the show proper, I myself am not a fan how it was handled. But that's more is that I personally think we missed out on a true one-on-one between these two characters. With no outside interference. The drama here being the fight between mentor and mentee, not that of lovers. Can Blake overcome Adam's strength and rise from his shadow, the man who taught her everything? For me, the devil's in the detail for this fan art piece. As you can see, Blake is using a fighting style that is very much similar to, if not identical to, Adam's own style, which is where the drama is, where Blake tries her best to leave behind the past and evolve into something she could call her own. The past is the past, of course, and it will always follow her. This is a fan fiction, guys. Everyone buckle in, all right? Follow her. So traces of what Adam taught her will always be within her and her fighting style. But once she is able to reconcile these feelings and become her true self, she may find peace. This is where the evolution of the fighting style comes in, because in the show proper, Blake has never really gotten a meaningful upgrade or a power-up, but I think this could be her opportunity. Maybe by tying her iconic rope ribbon to the blade, she'll be able to. She'll be even deadlier, and of course, it will be reminiscent of the canon fighting style. Though I still kind of like Adam's style, so I think combining the two would look very cool. These two redesigns are actually made for a fanfic AU of mine I'm currently working on, titled RWBY: The Atlesian Superman. It's not a strict rewrite, rather than a story where I try to reimagine certain concepts in canon, trying to flesh them out more, polish them, and develop them more. I'll leave a link below in case anyone wants to check them out, what I've written, and what I've drawn. I'm more of a writer than a visual artist, but I do find drawing fun, even if I'm not like a pro or anything. Still have lots to learn, but yeah, writing is more than my main thing. And he gives a bunch of links for Sir-Spoder across DeviantArt, fanfiction.net, and Archive of Our Own. And he signs off saying, "Thank you so much for the opportunity. I hope you all have a nice day. Sincerely, Spoder."
Can I say something? Okay.
I love it.
Let me say this. Long coat over shoulders goes so hard on Adam.
It
It
goes so
slaps.
hard.
Yeah.
It's a
God,
captain's
goes
like
forward.
thing too.
God, it goes so hard.
The poses are very well done too.
Yeah, and Blake's bow tie. Oh man.
Oh, she's got a little bow
She
tie.
has a very,
That's
she's
incredible.
have a very, like, she's wearing a much more gentleman outfit.
I like it. It
Gentle.
feels very volume 1,
You
and it's
know,
like
maybe
Yeah.
said
she
gentle
had
cat.
the vest in volume 1. She had a bit of formality just because of the white-black palette too. It feels good.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam also has the old White Flame logo on the back of his jacket. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, it does have the
yeah, it
slashes.
is.
Yeah.
Also, I do quite like this angle of mentor versus mentee. That is very much a missed
Oh
opportunity
yeah,
in terms of how they
that's
confront each other.
It's always interpreted. I guess that's where a lot of people have the fondness for Adam, is because before we met him, he was like this mysterious. He was like equivalent to Crow. Like Ruby had Crow, Blake had Adam.
Weiss had Winter. Yang had Tai.
Vaguely, Yang had her mommy issues.
There we go. We did it.
Yang had Tai, maybe. Tai.
Yang had
lost some brain
arm.
cells with her arm. That's
No, yeah. I really like this. There's a lot of like.
Yeah.
Also, I bet you see, but there is a tweet out there, circa 2013, whatever. It was before Monty's death, where he implies that Blake is gonna get a weapon upgrade. It's like, oh boy, you can't wait till volume 3. And unfortunately, that never came to fruition for obvious reasons. But you've hit it really spot on, actually, on the fact that Blake has never gotten a substantial upgrade in her style or weapon.
What do you mean? She got that yellow ribbon around her blade. That was
It's not
sick.
even that her blade
It's
is
welding.
weaker also because of the.
It's welding.
Oh yeah, the welded
It's
part.
not
was
any.
it? Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
literally they just welded her weapon back together after it got broken. And
It's
it's
a
so
blade is
lame.
supposed to be made out of one piece of
Just use
metal.
tape.
They used duct tape.
Well, no, it gets even worse because her blade already folds, so it's already structurally like unsound. But now part of that folding blade is also severed and welded back together, so it's even more unstable. It's like, what were you thinking? This is and she doesn't get an upgrade at all. It's just you got your weapon fixed. It's like,
Okay.
I would have been happy if it had like the gold line, like how Jean's sword had. You know,
Oh, yeah,
like,
like
just,
it's-
like down the
yeah.
middle. That would have at least looked cool. It's like, oh, okay, that looks a little. I mean,
Plus, it's
sword
another
nonsense,
allegory
but
of
it
the
looks cool.
Yang. Another Yang connection she could have for the billionth time.
I tell you, with this piece, I find it really interesting, and maybe it's in the story that they've written, or maybe it's just me reading into it. I like the idea of Blake reclaiming her bow, but as a part of her outfit. She's wearing a bow tie. I assume it's meant to be the same piece of cloth, but it's like, no, she's stronger. She's not hiding it. Perhaps I'm reading into it like as a story, but I like that as a visual element. If that was what you were trying to do.
I
with
like
it.
the idea that she was also maybe like part of that was like I could see an entire arc where she was like going to a formal party and like this is her kind of embracing that part of herself by making that the bow tie of her outfit, and then she goes to it like you could have all these different dynamics leading into that, and like this is Adam attacking at a big party, which I am a sucker for a gala interrupted. Like you give
Gala,
me
yes, long trench
you
coat,
give me
let's
like
go.
a
The
big
drama.
you give me a big gala where like either a dashing thief swings in to steal something dramatically or he's like swinging out to escape, or you have like a noble prince come to reclaim the throne, storming in to be like make a big show of things. Give me any scenario like that. It's just wonderful.
Did you love Tuxedo Mask?
No, because Tuxedo Mask did jack shit.
It's the theatrics.
I love
It's
that
the
movie.
No, he had the theatrics. He
My
had none
work
of the
here
bite.
is done, but you didn't do anything.
He's in a
Flesh.
tuxedo kilt. He has a mask.
I'm actually hot take though. I'm personally not a big fan of tuxedos as an outfit. I'm not a big fan of bow ties. Like that's really it. I'm actually not a big fan of bow
No, right?
ties.
Neckties are better.
Bow ties are cool.
Me neither.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, just regular
Necktie supremacy. Necktie supremacy.
More necktie person than a bow
Women
tie
in suits.
person.
I am a tastefully top button unbuttoned kind of guy. That's me. That's where I stick. Slightly casual. Slightly casual. Got to go to the.
Me too. Me too.
Dang, if this dude considers themselves a better writer than they do a visual artist, then this fanfic probably pops off. Too bad I can't.
I was about to say that is so true. Like this
Actually,
dude can
my
draw.
God. It's like I don't draw very well, but I've written this thing and it's just like puts this piece on
You've
my
drawn
desk.
a very exciting action sequence in one panel. That is very hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the air whipping around and shit, dude.
I don't want to mention. I don't want to point this out. The stance is very like fighting game stance.
No.
Oh my God, you're right.
I'm gonna actually challenge
Choose
you on
your
that
fighter.
because like that's just like basic like wide right horse stance. And that maybe not right horse, but like that's just a standard combat pose. It's not.
Okay.
I don't think I would.
Oh
not,
no, a combat pose
that's
reminds
it's like
him of
Johnny's,
a
like,
combat
Mist
game.
Runner, right?
Oh no.
I'd say it's not isolated to a fighting game.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I think that's fair.
Set up the health bars.
That would be funny. Put health bars over
That
that.
would be.
Yeah.
Fight.
Next up, Glasses of OJ. Or GlassofOJ, sorry.
I love this.
This
Oh my
style.
god.
This was, for the record, this was the second person that's art. It did not initially come through. They managed to get it to me under the wire, so I very much thank you for that. I'm sorry for the late. Like, I was so busy, I couldn't actually culminate all the art until the last minute and make sure I had it all. Because all the last episodes have been such a rush to get produced.
And Resident Evil remake.
Yeah, and Resident Evil remake came out. Although I did this before I did the Resident Evil remake. Before I played that, so I get my work done. But yes,
Description.
Weiss gets to finally fight Emerald like we thought she would way back when. Emerald is using her illusion semblance. I thought it'd be cool to make it look a mirror, like as a reference to the White trailer. I also don't know if I plug social media here, but I have an art Twitter account. At GlassofOJ. Looking forward to the art contest showcase thingy. Yeah, thank you for the submission. This looks great.
Is so well drawn.
This has so many levels. I fucking
Yeah,
love
and
it.
the volume 2 opening where the fight never happened.
Oh,
Yeah, and the fun,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The thing
That
that
was
her
a
sword doesn't
cop-out.
do anymore.
No, not
Oh,
the
yeah,
volume.
her-
Even the
She
volume
never
3
uses
opening.
dust in her sword part anymore. It's just
Oh my god, why?
It's just a
she's a
wand.
caster, guys. She just summoned the
Harry
big
Potter
sword.
now.
She
I
just
can hear
summoned
the
big
echoey
sword.
laughter. Like I
She's
can
just
hear
so
the
hard.
echoey,
Oh,
distant
yeah.
sounds
This is
of
such
just her.
fun.
The
fucking-
psychological effect, I think you really played up for Emerald, which was initially like her entire thing.
Yeah. This is such a nice art style too. I love it. It has so
Yeah,
much
yeah. It reminds me of
personality.
like Studio Trigger or something. Like she looks exactly
Yeah.
like.
It's actually
look triggery.
Saito. It's actually remind me a little bit of your work.
I was gonna say that.
I was gonna
It's the
say
sharp
that too.
It's the sharp angles.
Yeah.
I think we all see the sharp angles in it.
Yeah.
Y'all share a brain, so
It happens.
She's in the walls.
He's snuck in here.
Jason, I found
Oh, closing in.
You can't say that without us all knowing the quote.
I would love to just see like Weiss just like stabbing randomly into walls. Like Emerald has actually left by
her
the
right
end of
here
the
just
fight.
turns into a gun, like a Glock.
What would actually be sick, like just sick visual, is that she freezes all of the walls and then I don't know somehow like causes them to break apart.
Oh, shattering.
Shatter.
That would be great.
I'd be interested to know if they used reference for Mirtananster because it's very like detailed and like has all the right parts. Or like, but then I'm looking at all the belts and like the angles on Emerald. I'm like, I know. I just think they have really good understanding of like things, like
They
objects.
just know the character design.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
want to say I think the hilt of Mirtanaster is a little big, but I might be.
Its scaling's always whack.
it's also an issue of Maya. To switch to Maya, everything got smaller.
Yes.
Everything got smaller.
No, I just remember it being like I think it's either that or the blade is thicker than it should be for what it is.
The blade is a bit thick, I think, for a rapier.
Black Tiara works.
I was just gonna say that. I love the
I-
black
I didn't
tiara
notice
with that white
that.
outline. It's making me live. I'm alive more because of it. It's
Good
giving
job.
me
Rock model.
it's giving me Shiro Miwa, like the first Ruby manga vibes.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
Miwa
Shiro
Shiro.
Miwa.
Yeah.
Respect
I try to
that
like
respect
capture his
artist.
style.
Which is
too.
my favorite version of the Ruby mangas.
It is correct.
Artwork god.
It's where you first see Baby Weiss, and then everybody forgot that Baby Weiss is in there playing a piano.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
it's an excellent missed opportunity to choose. I would have loved to see this fight too.
Very good.
Yeah, we're stealing it. Volume 7. Weiss fights Emerald for some reason. Don't question it.
And they both change outfits back into their old ones.
We'll just use
Yeah,
this
don't
piece.
think about it too much.
Yeah.
Yo, this
This
is
hardly-
an awesome piece to come back to. Holy shit, look at that.
But we're actually about to move into our next, which is actually a series of
Oh, man.
pieces by Nellivion, Veil, parentheses, Nell. Is a chonker. Give it a moment. There we go.
Whoa!
Okay, that is a
Oh.
chonker.
All right,
Okay.
no, so
9
go through
images?
the description.
Okay,
Man, this is
okay.
awesome.
Description time. So I figured to rewrite Yang and Raven's confrontation scene. I wanted to give some context to Raven's character. She says one thing, but her actions say another. As Yang shouts at her, she flashes back to every time she watches from afar, scared to approach. With this mini-comic, I wanted to give more context to Yang's anger towards her mother. Also, for the redesigns, I found it hard to draw the canon outfits for Yang. If I could change one thing, it would be that purple bandana. As for Weiss, I felt like I needed to because I already redesigned Yang. Weiss's outfit is based off the Atlas uniforms. Side note, it's Winter's old clothing to help herself blend in and escape.
Oh, that's so clever. Wait, hold on.
The shading is so intense, and
Okay,
I
this is
love
actually
it.
okay. After reading through this, yeah, that's some good shit.
That is beautiful.
So
Look
good
at
looks
look at the
show all
last
the
panel.
panels.
Look how beautiful that looks.
Damn.
Look at that.
I literally, this is
I feel
how,
the impact of that punch. It's
yes.
beautiful.
And this is just how Raven should have been handled. Like, I'm not even talking about fixing Raven, because we can have fun with like talking about how we like fixing Raven. I'm like, but they just didn't do anything worthwhile. Like, even if they kept her portrayal exactly the same, which it looks like they've done here with her final dialogue, none of your business. Like, the idea of Raven was kind of there. Beautiful. Like, that is a way you
Yeah.
could completely salvage her character.
She was always there,
without doing
and
anything.
she wasn't running over to Ruby. And well, in his bird shot, she later flew over to where Ruby was and yelled, "Your mother sucked!"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your mom's a
I was
bitch,
better.
and then she drops the potato.
I was
and
a better
then she-
huntress.
That's canon for the record, or at least canon to the
Yes.
mangas. Is Raven in bird form screaming at Ruby that
Wait.
summer?
Celtic, you
While she's
swore.
holding a potato Summer.
Celtic, you swore. It's not canon to the mangas. It's canon to the Western comics.
It's yeah.
Oh,
the
you're
DC
right.
comics.
It's DC Comics.
Wait.
Not the
Right.
DC crossover comics, not the
There's too many
Justice League.
comics.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's just canon to comics
bird
everywhere.
I really like the 6 panel too. That one's
This
cool.
is
I like
Very purple, very
the
dark.
one,
a 7
the
and
one that says, "I almost got my baby sister killed."
yeah. I love the killed over Ruby's little sleeping body.
Yeah.
That's
Poor
great.
little-
And she has the little
And the
corgi
glowing effect
pillow.
of the grim eyes.
Well, the text placement for like the 6th and the 9th image is really good.
It's sorry, page 6. I'm walking.
Yo, that grim is drooling. Why is the grim
I
drooling?
got Walking Dead brain.
Hungry.
Almost baby got my sister killed.
Oh my god.
It's the price to pay whenever you have a whole sentence and then you cut it in half.
Another thing that I really like is between 7 and 8 is the blur, the frame of focus. The focus. What is it called? Is just the focus?
POV.
Yeah,
Where
the
like
foreground and the background.
yeah, the blurring
Depth of
Field of view.
Depth
Sorry.
of field. That's it. Depth of field. That effect.
Oh, and I'm
Very nice.
looking
touch.
at Weiss's
Oh
expression. in
yeah,
the
they got a
background.
rack focus.
Very hard to do drawn because it just looks like you've got a blurry image. Like it's to do it right is subtle.
Philippe says,
Almost looks like that.
Gaussian blur.
The Yang in the last panel looks like almost a 3D model.
That looks really good. The hard
It-
shading.
And Weiss's expression is just like, "Oh, this shit is realer than
It's
I
good.
thought."
You popped off.
Yeah.
Like my tea.
I was so the table break in canon was so limp. This here has bite right
And
there.
Yeah, it is hard,
Raven
and I
is
should
not
know
even
because
being
I
phased
had to
by it.
draw Yang punching a table. that was for certain limitations. I was like, I can't go hard on this because like a visual novel style, but it's still hard.
I like in the 3rd image where she's watching from the tree, right?
Yeah.
I like to think that Tai brought Yang outside so that Raven could at least be kind of there,
He knew?
assuming.
He is kind of
Wow.
looking. We don't see his eyes, but he's like he's not looking at.
Because like,
yeah.
why would you go outside with a birthday cake, on a blanket?
In the night,
Dark outside, like
Dark outside.
night
So it's
picnic,
like,
yeah. It's your birthday. It's time for night picnic.
yep.
Damn, we do
my
this
God,
every
nice.
year. Why do we do this every year? Because like exciting.
The birds are
Because
amazing
you
at this time
see
of
the
year.
candle better at night.
It's very committed to
It's the best time you can
It's
see the
very
portal,
committed.
obviously.
Do you think that he's like staring like right at Raven, and it's just
Yeah.
just being like, get down here,
He knows.
It's
Do it,
like
no balls.
he's looking
No
at her.
balls,
It's
you
like
can get
any
down.
time.
Like, do it, I dare
anytime
you.
can put
I
your
dare you.
pride
I double
aside,
dare you.
You can sit down. You just
is
choose
really
not
good.
to.
Oh my
This
god!
is-
And then Yang is like, "What are you looking at?" "Oh, I just thought the sky was pretty." Looks at Raven. "Get down here this instant."
I just
You don't
thought
get down here.
that tree is just there doing things.
If you don't get out here, I'm gonna poison the bird feeder. All right.
It's
Oh my
such an
God.
interesting amount of like
I'm gonna
like
poison the bird scene.
sentimentality, but also coldness. It's like she had the opportunity this entire time. She decided to show up all these times,
I
and
just
also
noticed the
decided to
onomatopoeia.
stay out of her life.
Oh,
Ooh, where's
also,
the onomatopoeia?
On the last one, there's just like crunch going across the table in this
Yeah,
sort of
I
dark
mentioned
light.
Yeah,
that.
black, red.
The sixth and the ninth image, I really like the placement of the text, like the crunch on the table
Also,
and
the rim
looking
light
like the
on the
crack.
T. The rim light on the
really
T.
good.
Back and
I
sweat.
also love Raven just not being phased by the punch at all. She's not
Okay.
moving. She's just sitting there. Like, really?
She's complicated.
In front of my tea.
She's layered.
I do like a complicated Raven.
I
just-
made that tea for you, girl.
That's a really
said-
good
Hey,
pose. for
remember
Yang.
that we this goes back to we like a complicated Raven because in canon, when you become a bad guy, you suddenly lose everything that makes you interesting. You become bad guy.
Very
That
true.
is your character trait.
You become bad guy.
Ooh,
bad
on a
guy.
bigger,
Not
on a
bad.
bigger missed opportunity.
You
We don't
know.
even know if she was supposed to be a bad guy, like how involved she was in Yang's life, because they decanonized the "we have to talk Yang" at the end of Volume 2.
Oh God. Yeah.
We have,
cried.
or like
It's
we
sad.
have a lot to talk about. I mean, we don't know what kind of Raven we got or how much it's deviated, but either way, it's fucking great.
Beautiful.
Shout out to actually doing backgrounds. Good for you,
Yay.
Nell. This was really
We would never.
ambitious. You want my workload in Sketchy Huntsmen?
Ruki, I will draw your backgrounds. Let's just collab.
Yes, thank you.
not before I draw your backgrounds.
No, you don't. No, you
I'll
don't.
make
I'll
3D
wrestle
models.
you.
I'll do it.
I'll wrestle you.
Guys,
You can have
this
a
is-
background off later.
No, coffee.
Yeah.
Ruki has 2 hands. And they're both
right.
drawing backgrounds. Help her out.
I got 2 hands, they're left-handed. Oh my god, backgrounds.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
This
Very
is the
good.
most loved I felt for somebody wanting to draw backgrounds.
Next up is TortoiseNotTurtle, who submitted this piece and
Oh.
said, you can also call me Tort for short. Well, thank you, Tort. The missed opportunity is having Blake, Weiss, and Ruby fight Salem. While it was cool that Yang got to square up with her, only 1/4 of the supposed main cast had physically interacted with Salem. Also, for their design, I based Weiss on the redesign done by Z-Raid on Tumblr. The other simplifications done by me. I'm not drawing all those zippers on Blake. Fair.
That's understandable.
Understandable.
Fair,
That was very
very
nice
fair.
to say.
Frankly, it
Yeah.
looks like
Also-
Blake can actually take off her clothes, so it's probably for the best.
Also,
Typical
Weiss
Celtic,
redesign, I've
always
seen it.
going
It's
there.
good.
Actually, yeah, they never went up against Salem, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, literally Yang
No.
is the only one.
Yeah,
Yang,
main
John,
characters
Ren.
doing main characters things. Those are our main
Yang of
characters,
all
guys.
people.
What was it?
What?
Yang, John, Ren, and was it Nora that went with them?
When Salem has
It
the
was
wings,
Oscar, wasn't it?
Oscar.
He has the hound wings.
Oh my god. Celtic has been writing Fixing RWBY without Oscar that he totally forgot he existed.
Oh my god.
Eh.
What do you mean Roman wasn't in this part?
I wish I could forget about Oscar. We were just we in our reaction to episode 6 today, we also covered the trailer for the whatchamacallit movie, the Justice League one, the tie-in.
Justice League.
And I
Oh,
looked at the
God.
cast list and I completely forgot that Aaron Dismuke is reprising his role as Oscar, and I'm like, why?
Wait.
Oscar's apparently going to be in the JLA movie. I don't know
God.
why.
Why?
He'll be the most
Are you
important character.
serious?
Boo!
Ooh, no, he'll be the
Yes.
computer at the Justice Friends.
Don't be cowards. Bring back Pyrrha just for once,
Unless
please.
he's voicing a completely different character.
Oh, no, Pyrrha's back too, apparently. But anyway, we're getting off.
Yes.
We're getting off
Yes.
track. We're bringing it
Okay,
right back
that's good.
around. We have
Yep.
Taurus's piece, which is I love all of this. This is great.
I love the wings. I love the
Yeah.
hound. She got the hound
Very
wings going.
sketchy.
No,
I appreciate a good sketchy moment.
Yes.
genuinely speaking, like I cannot emphasize enough. I love Blake's outfit here just because it does look like it's an actual like clothing. It's not some weird jumpsuit that
Yeah,
you have
immediately improved so much.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a jumpsuit that you have to sew yourself into.
She's also
It
got a
gets rid of
dagger instead of the sword.
anime
which is
boob
cool.
cups as well. Like it is very. I mean, obviously they're not.
Yeah, it goes up to the neck. It's just like
they're
white.
not emphasizing the busts on any of the characters, but specifically when you draw a skin tight catsuit, when it's drawn by like anime people, it's got big cups. That's not how like fabric works. Like I appreciate just it is a catsuit. Like it is just a piece of clothing. I love it.
Yeah. Knee pads.
Knee pads are cool too.
Yeah, she has those in canon. It's just everything else is so much with the zippers that you don't notice.
She uses it mostly for painting work. Like she does a lot of like painting. She needs to get down her like she's on her knees for long periods of time trying to just like get that fine stuff with the trim, and it's really annoying without like padding.
No, kills it. She's been hanging out with Neon. She's been doing like roller skating. Like she's gone full 1980s. Like rollerblades are in. Not even the inline ones. It's roller skates. She's got the four ones. Like yeah.
I really
oh my
love
god,
the
she has Heelys.
The leg.
Riding wheelies to escape the feelies.
But Weiss's hair is good too. Like it looks better drawn. And we all know it's got problems in 3D models. But I don't mind what I call the boat rope here. Like where it looks like it's meant to anchor down a battleship. Like this looks good. I quite like it.
Yeah,
I think
it's also interesting.
it
Is
looks like it's
Blake's
more
hair?
centered.
Is Blake hair here? Does she have a bun or ponytail?
No, I think
Or is it
looks
just the
like-
short version?
Yeah,
It looks like it's been pulled
not a
back,
bun.
so I assume like a bun.
It looks
It's
like
either
it
pulled
looks like
back or it's like Ghost in the Shell. It's like that
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
I was
frame.
going to say
Ooh.
that. It looked like
and I'm noticing a detail.
Kusanagi's hair.
I'm noticing a detail. Ruby is using her. I think Ruby is about to use her silver eyes because she's the only one with the glowy eye almost.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
It's subtle,
yeah.
but you see, like the little wispy effects off her eyes.
Wait, I gotta look into it.
Oh dang.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, there's
see
some
it.
lines in there.
Yeah, there's lines there.
Yeah.
The weapon nerd in me is going like, is Ruby out of ammo because the bolt is pulled all the way back and the breech is open in crescent rows? I'm like,
Oh
I love
god.
the strategic. Let's put the crescent rose over Weiss's hand, so I don't have to draw Weiss. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
That's beautiful,
I just thought
but I
that
know
was
it's true.
I just thought,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
what it is.
wait.
She just gripping the end like that.
You see what Ruby's actually doing here? She's doing a very complicated version of the can.
My one and only weakness, says Salem.
On a similarly
Choreo-
musical note, our next submission is from KaiboStudios, who I'm pretty sure many of us are familiar with at this rate, who did the lyric video to our opening.
Oh yeah, I listened to it. It was pretty good.
So should we all do a play on 3, 2, 1? So 3, 2, or 1, go.
Oh god.
You're lucky the lyrics don't start immediately.
I don't know what that was.
The music started blasting.
It really did.
Just
It blew out your
days,
speakers.
I've waited patiently, but now it seems like hell is racing tonight. Trapped in this endless maze, the hallways close on me. A demon in my head I can't seem to fight. The shadows start to pierce my soul, and I begin to lose control. To waste my time with what I already know. I said it once, now let it go. The world is spinning all around me crazy. How long must I carry this burden with me? I beg, oh please, won't somebody just tell me? Will I even make it through the night?
Bro, props to trying to hit a high note. I know those are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the re-recorded version, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they did it a bit. They did it for a bit of fun, and then we sort of like contacted and said, "Hey, we've got this little thing," and we were like super excited.
Yeah. Because they had a few months ago when the beginning of Volume 6 came out, and they were like,
So
yo, what if lyrics though? And if VJ, we freaked the fuck out. VJ Cut.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love it. Honestly, I watch the episodes now, and every once in a while I catch myself humming the lyrics. I'm like,
me too.
What's really interesting that we
It's a
found
good
is,
song.
yeah, purely from just their like of the series and just the words that they use. Like they've really hit plot points that I didn't even think they could be aware of. Like the song works more the more you see of this volume, and it's really nice.
And they
like,
had no way of knowing that. It's a perfect like anime, a bit of anime bullshit where it's just like, oh, some cool lines, you know.
It's better than Volume 9's intro.
Wasn't it Jeff Williams? He would like go through the script and highlight cool lines and stuff. It has that a bit energy, but like he had no way of knowing.
It's just happy accident.
But after the volume ends, it has like a lot of like little neat connections that you could interpret from the song.
It's really good, yeah. I think that his reading comprehension of the videos is just really good in general. So
yeah,
I do like that ending line of "Will I even make it through the night?" I'm all like,
that's my
bro,
favorite.
you don't even know.
That is literally my favorite line of it because it just hits beautifully.
It's incredibly flattering that people are now doing lyric videos.
It's a lot.
Congratulations, Celtic. You're famous enough to get lyrics.
I never expected anything like this.
Celtic, did you give him the script?
Expect the
Did you tell him stuff?
No, I you should know I am incredibly paranoid about shit leaking out.
Yeah, actually.
Also real, Jay saying it's like recording and stuff. You recorded this, you put this out there. I DM'd you on Twitter, I added you to let you know, and then you re-recorded it.
Because like even he admitted, like the first one was just, hey, I just want to do this for fun. This is a potato quality mic. Like it was not the greatest, but it was just the energy behind it was just really good that we immediately went, this is fire. So when this competition came up, we were like, we got to get back in contact with this guy. It's really, we want to show people it because we really appreciate that. Like
I thought of
people
something.
care enough.
What do you think of?
What if for like the final episode we use the lyrics version?
I don't know. I do like the instrumental because it was always intended to be an instrumental piece.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics are great and some of the singing is good, but it's like I don't. It's not quite the finished quality. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like that's what I'm trying. No,
it's fair. It's fan creation. You can't like put fan art in your creation.
Yeah,
he was really realistic about it too.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Like, I think he himself knows it's a piece of fan work.
But if
it's
we ever
really
need a
good.
lyricist, I'm looking at you. Like
We actually have like
don't
lyrics.
give anyone ideas.
Okay,
So if
actually,
we have
I'm
any
taking that back because Kelt
have any
gets submissions for
instrumentals-
any bullshit.
If we have any instrumentals, though, I would love to hear your take on what lyrics would fit, though. Celtic may not be pushing for it, but I sure as hell am.
You feel free to keep on doing this as we go forward in the series, but
We go back to the previous volumes.
Oh, dude, a one for Volume 5, that would be crazy.
That'd be really cool to see lyrics for that.
Or like the EDs or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's very flattering. It's really cool that you did this. You did a great job. Thank you so much. Next up is Rixarts, who gives us this wonderful image. Actually, two versions of it, with a moon and one without. My missed opportunity is, what if Ruby and John were there to help Pyrrha fight Cinder at the end of V3? Minor, but Ruby is using Penny's sword, as I thought it was another missed opportunity. Version 1 is the one I'm submitting, but the background I used came from a photo still from the show. Didn't occur to me that this might be bending the rules a bit until now. The second version was a simple background that fits with your criteria. And it's fine. You can photo bash. It's fine.
Stealing is okay.
Yeah. Also,
It's okay.
you had to place the characters
no.
on there. You know, you found a thing that
also,
fit your piece.
The Twitter,
just realized.
the Twitter handle is at RedShiba99. So,
best dog.
Yes.
I love the fire effect. It is very pretty.
I was just gonna say the lighting on this, or like bloom, or whatever you're doing, it's immaculate. It's like a soft, very nice effect on everything.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It's very hard to match tone into another person's or another image, like a screen grab, and it is matched.
I also love how
Like-
Ruby is flying from above. Just going down. She jumped at some point.
It's good when something like this can inspire like more ideas. Like you could imagine, like she runs up the tower. Oh no, does she run up the tower in the original show?
She
Or
does,
is
I
she
think.
rocket
Yeah,
powered?
she does with
Yeah,
Rice
by
herself.
Rice as well.
Yeah, it's
You
like
can so see
Raven.
her. running up the tower and then launching higher than it to come down with this kind of attack.
Yeah, it's never more shoot up run. Also, the nod at the fact that John was supposed to be up there with Pyrrha.
Oh god! Oh, double reference. Yes.
Yeah. Because he was supposed to be low key like contributing to Pyrrha's death, like more of a cause to it than for turning around in the fucking
Let's
hall.
go.
Pyrrha's like, Jean, get out of here. You're a main character. I'm not.
Jean, you're holding me back.
I'm expendable.
I know that you're talking about Pyrrha, but I literally said in my brain was like, so that's talking to Ruby, is it? John, you're the main character. I'm expendable.
Jean is the R in Ruby.
I mean, we know the maidens are the main characters, so yeah, she is.
John looks directly into the camera.
I am the
Have we
Jane
explained that joke? Should I explain it here?
No.
No,
Never
okay,
explain
no, got it. Artist stream? No.
Never.
Maybe never.
How many of these submissions did we get? Because it's already more than I thought.
29. We're on 22. The next one up is number 22.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
You thought we would get 4.
I kind of did.
2 of which would have been Ruby.
Maybe a dozen.
At the very least, 6.
All right. Well, next up we have Name Nothing Really Ends. Now, you probably put name in there by accident. It doesn't matter. I'm reading it out. So your name is now Name Nothing Really Ends. This is, the descriptor says, in the maidens of a play picture, well, I wondered how can the maidens be told apart from one another, give them a symbol, winter gets a spade, summer gets a clover, fall gets a heart, and spring gets a diamond. So they're the main characters of G Gundam, I see.
Oh.
That is interesting, though.
Their suits. That's really nice.
Because that's right, they never did anything with the tattoo. Because I forgot, Coffee, you were telling me recently.
No, I was talking about this. God. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I forgot entirely that when the circumstances of that tattoo appearing, like, that's really clever. And the fact that you're doing
gets
4
the
decks.
symbol when she kills Amber. It burns into her back, so it's not actually Cinder's. It's implied not to be her symbol. It's implied to be the symbol of the Fall Maiden. And then they never touch on that ever again.
Nope.
Yeah.
We never see her back ever again.
It'd be nice if all the maidens had symbols made out of shoes.
So wait, is that Ren's mom
that would make
all
sense.
the way on the right?
How would that work?
Well,
Sorry,
yeah, let me
don't
finish
follow
reading the
logic.
description, because there is more. In the picture, an alternate story of the 4 maidens is sometimes told by a race of grim people dubbed the White Wolves, who sometimes spread a tale of propaganda / disinformation for her claiming she made the maidens. At least that way, if Salem's forces try to approach and trick a maiden, it can give them just enough time to trap the maiden. It implies some counter of Salem's. At least she had some of a response to finding out what Ozpin did. I mean, seriously, how does Salem recruit people? It's a good question.
Good question.
In the current day maidens, the picture shows the maidens where they would have had their tattoos. Summer once being winter, Glinda being summer, Cinder being fall, and OC being spring. So it's an OC.
Oh, it's an OC.
I love summer being winter. I love that.
Cute.
It's better than winter being winter.
I mean, she got the white drip, so
Also, like the summer being an advancement on the spine. If I know 2 of these are on hands, but I could imagine the different maiden symbols going down their spine. So it's like, summer is at the neck, and then it becomes fall, and then spring, and then winter again. Or whatever the order of the seasons are, because I totally messed them up.
I do like that Summer has a lightsaber. I don't know why I don't know how to explain that. That's just I like the idea that everyone's out here fighting with these mechanical death traps, and she's just got a freaking laser sword that can cut through anything.
I think it's an
Isn't
ice
it obvious?
sword.
It's because it's her ninja way.
I'm
It's her Nindo.
by the first image.
Just with that,
Fall
just with that
maiden.
winter joke.
What is across her face?
Probably a scar.
Yeah, maybe it was a burn mark.
Just with that winter joke
Vitiligo
that
also.
someone.
Could be anything.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, the girl, the summer maiden, all the way on the left. I love the little wolf hat. It's really cute.
Just with that winter joke that you made before, I'm just thinking of like a Venture Brothers reference. It's just like state your name, occupation, and power for the court record. Winter, winter, and winter.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, next up we have a submission from Christian Hill. He has a chonky description in his. My voice is getting tired.
Oh.
You can tell.
Oh my god.
For my missed opportunity, I decided to go with Penny's mostly unknown team. I feel like CL got kind of shafted by not returning in V9. How you enjoying V7? How you enjoying V9? It's a good question now. I understand she had little in terms of character and screen time, but you could fix that by bringing her back and have her interact with the group after so long. And also showing her how she took Penny's death and discovery of her being a robot and her maybe growing a friendship with Penny. Here's a quick summary of how I would write it. I gave Penny's team the name Champagne. The two other members I created are named Jin and Ermin, respectively. By the way, Team Champagne will replace Team Funky in the story's events. Okay, it's a choice. That's a good choice in some ways. Okay. When the group arrives in Mantle and defeats some of the Sabers, they are greeted by Team Champagne instead of just Penny, as they, as a group, are the protectors of Mantle. Penny and CL reunite with Ruby, while Jin and Ermine are introduced to everyone. Volume 7 is pretty much the same, besides PGE, part of Champagne, interacting with the other characters, until the end when Ironwood goes crazy. Unfortunately, he still does that here. No, we all know there's problems there. While Penny still gets the Winter Maiden's powers and leaves Ironwood, CL, Ermine, and Jin stay, breaking apart the team. During Volume 8, Ironwood would probably try to use Penny's connections to CL to convince her to come back, while CL herself has to wrestle with her loyalty to Atlas or her friendship with Penny. Eventually, when the group tricks James with Emerald's illusions, the rest of Team Champagne jump and join in on the gang to gang up on Ironwood. Later, Cinder and Neo versus Team Ruby and John. CL replaces both John in killing Penny and Winter in receiving the Maiden powers, which she uses to chase off and nearly kill Cinder. Also for CL, I would have her struggling with things such as asking herself how, with her more monotone personality, she acts more robotic than Penny, and is possibly feeling jealousy at Ruby and Penny's friendship. P.S. I had this idea before Volume 9, Chapter 4. Oh, you got commentary on that. When the cat mentions CL. So if Ruby bring her back into the show in Vacuo, you can disregard most of this idea. No, it's an AU. You take ownership of it. It's yours. Yeah. It's good. This is good stuff.
You brought back CL because they were too cowardice to do it in V7.
Curious cat, more like cowardly cat.
I like the second character. I like his stance. Very, very cocky.
Both of them are like very monochrome.
Yeah.
Also, the name Champagne for PC.
The first one is Jin, and the second one is Ermine. Nice. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That's just coming up with Champagne with those letters. It's like nice.
It is nice.
Or the inverse, deciding you wanted Team Champagne, and then being like, how do I do the letters? Because that's a lot of letters.
I know that champagne is a color, but I just imagine this is just a very drunk team.
They drink on the weekends.
Like Crow.
And on Tuesdays.
Team Champagne.
They're too classy to get drunk. You see the drip.
I can kind of see that. I like the classy feel of Champagne, and then like CL being a leader or some shit, and then it's just Penny's also there.
They're all very dapper, except for Penny, who's just Penny.
Mutations.
They would run a bar really well, I think. Like they're dressed for it.
One of those coffee bars, like it's like a cafe bar. It's like you can get espresso shot like in your freaking.
Okay, so I ironically, Team Champagne run a high class cafe. Team Coffee run a bar.
Actually, that's exactly the vibe.
Yes,
that is exactly their vibes. Actually, that's
we're talking like a dive.
The street from each
we're talking
other.
like a straight dive.
Yeah, but across the street from each other, and they hate each other.
Sorry, the opposite of straight.
They're rivals.
We just reinvented tattoo shop, flower shop, AUs.
I was about to say.
Oh my god, no.
I love it.
Who starts the turf war?
Oh my god. They're rivals.
Hope you like
There's a tournament arc for them.
Now I'm just being reminded of that one Slayers episode where the two main characters in the OVA get mixed up in a war between two different fashion boutiques. Where like the end of the OVA is both boutiques being turned into giant fighting robot golems and trying to destroy.
Oh my god.
Slayers is a wild series. I highly recommend it to people. It's what I imagine RWBY kind of should have been.
Just a fun romp.
It's a fun romp with over-the-top action. It's great.
Actually, real. That's what missed opportunity. RWBY wasn't more like
they had to have
Slayers.
racism in the plot, guys. Sorry.
Real shit.
No fun allowed.
But yeah, so the next piece, provided without description whatsoever, is by Shmigin. Well, Shmigin.
Ooh.
Damn, who needs
This is
context?
a cool
You gotta
one.
look at this.
Okay. The detail.
Oh my god.
This must have taken forever.
Mass-produced
This is
pennies.
all pencil.
Mass-produced penny with either memory loss or just no memory recovery whatsoever from the original penny.
Wait, okay, it's not actually traditional pencil because the
No, it's
text
not?
box.
No, it could be a
the
mixture.
bubble. No, the bubble.
You never
the bubble
know.
is definitely digital.
No, yeah, the bubble's digital, but people scan it in their work and like clean. I used to do that. Like I would scan it in my
it could be
pencils.
the case.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
know
yeah.
about the
like a
they know
pencil
about the
tool.
komisaz.
Wait, no, that's not it. Because now that I look at the line art, it's also more like a digital line art. They must have used some type of charcoal brush.
Yeah,
Like
they
charcoal-
did.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
But still, it's really good.
So
It's really good.
This is really well
The
done.
silhouettes of more Penny in the backgrounds, with all their knives out, like
And the swords all hovering around them.
they're all posing differently.
I love how intimidating all the pennies are.
I like the one in the top right corner,
But
just
some are,
standing,
some
not
are.
looking at all.
Oh, ironically, I would feel rather than that they're all clones in terms of like the way you would view them. I actually think they look very individual. Like the penny that RWBY met and died, it mass-produced individuals. Like these are all different people, just they're all penny, and like they don't know a RWBY. Half of them probably wouldn't even be friends with this RWBY because they're just different people. Like you can pull your own story out of any picture, but just. That's
all we have to go with. There's no description to kind of elaborate on this, so we're just like purely visually. There's a lot you could do with this.
Just the tugging line of "Who's RWBY?"
That is heartbreaking.
That hits
really good.
Like I
love the shading too.
because of how they did it in canon. We're not going down that route necessarily, but the idea of Penny not recognizing RWBY.
That would sting.
That hurts.
That would hurt so bad.
Another missed opportunity.
That's a real
I
friend.
think didn't they say in the voice commentaries that they wanted Penny? They wanted to do more with Penny, but then they had all of their other plot stuff, and it's like, how dare you?
Yeah, it's one of the most insulting things to a
You
character.
knew Penny was just gonna be alive for 2 seasons, and you were like, yeah, we shouldn't spend time on that character. What about our election
cut
plot
out
real
Penny
quick?
a bit.
Yeah, screw the ginger. We got other things to focus on.
Let's add Robin and the Happy Huntresses.
I
real quick.
genuinely think that the problem is once they kill off a character in their minds, they kind of undercook them a little bit. Like Ironwood. They knew Ironwood was going to be dead at the Volume 8, at the end of Volume 8.
So give up. Who cares? It's not.
Yeah.
It's too much work.
Watts was already a villain, so he was already kind of two-dimensional, but he got that excellent like Screedo in, but he didn't stand out otherwise. So he kind of did in place. I don't know.
You had to
regardless.
die.
But like, I
Also,
I
shout
never
out to
played
original
Mega Man
Vernal not having a character.
Oh yeah, Vernal, the bitch.
Ugh.
You know, like I don't think they need a description. This is a
This is
very
great.
good
Yeah, they really did
display
speak for
of
itself.
show don't tell. You know.
Exactly. You could write your own. Everyone here could write their own version of what they think this is, and they would all be good because this is just good.
Yeah.
I've never played a Mega Man game, but it kind of has that vibe.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, there's like
yeah.
a
It's
there's a
because of
good
the
chunkiness.
legs.
Yeah, the legs and the it's very chunky. It's also just Astro Boy. It just feels stronger. here.
Yeah.
Coffee loves the rocket boots.
I love
People love the
Astro
rocket
Boy. Everybody, if you're watching this right now, go read Pluto. It's great. It's fantastic.
I know someone
Chill,
who read
chill.
Pluto and they like it, and they're anticipating the anime adaptation for who knows how long.
So our next submission is by Cardcaptor17, where again we're going back to the Atom Dust Mine Worker. He has has an unsightly scar and some temperament issues, but is a hardy worker and produces a good yield.
Adam that once had
God
a grade.
damn.
That could work, honestly.
I don't like how you said he's a good worker and produces a good yield. Something about the phrasing
Are
there.
you selling the guy?
I
It literally says
that's
what
an
Yeah.
auction
Oh,
pitch.
It's a slave auction.
It's a different addition to
No
give him a braid
camera.
for once. He doesn't.
I like that. I never
Yeah.
really thought of him with a braid.
The
Yeah, no.
cattle earring,
Like-
the cattle tag.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that could work.
Price. Oh, he's got a cow.
I
You're right
recognize
on the
this,
human ear.
actually.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
have cattle
I
ears.
actually know card captor. I'm not trying to be
No,
biased.
camera.
I also know card captors.
I know
I
about
helped
card
them
captors,
visualize
Sakura.
this design for Adam.
Skills,
Oh.
coal mining, and tailoring.
Yeah, she
Combination
also-
of both.
They
She
also tried
isn't
to ask
an artist.
He's also slowly
They
being
also-
possessed by Xehanort. Laugh if you get the
Card
reference.
Captor also
He also
tried
has
to
no.
ask.
I think he has a shock collar.
Yeah,
Cardcaptor also tried to ask me if they could commission me to draw their submission to this contest, and I was like, no.
Yeah. So she isn't an artist. And she usually commissions people for art. Thank God. We love a
Right.
good commissioner. But
We love artists supporting.
yeah. So she was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it myself." And I was in chat with her when she was like, "Okay, so I have some plans. So I'm gonna do this and maybe like a slave auction." She just got the pencil and paper and worked on it.
Do it.
That's what you got to do.
Oh, you're
You
talking
just
about the
gotta-
actual person. I thought you were talking about the series
No,
card
no,
captor.
no,
And I
no,
was like,
yeah.
No.
I'm biased.
Yeah, it's card. It's Cardo.
Yeah.
If you're watching this card, I love you.
I watched card captor Sakura.
But no, legitimately, like it's better. Like people have asked me about that. I think I got a message from someone else that was like, "Can I commission a piece?" And I'm like, "No." The entire heart of this fan art celebration is to showcase the fans' art. It's not your. If you commission someone who doesn't have the same passion about it as you do, even if they end up getting passionate about the piece they create, it's always missing that like extra like level to it.
I wouldn't even
This is
get that
nuts.
deep or physiological. It's just like, hey, you gotta make the fan art.
Yeah, that too. It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
I can't do it for you. Sorry, man.
they aren't the fan, and you're the fan, which I appreciate it. Like it takes balls to actually like put your art down on paper and then show it to people. God knows, I get laughed at all the time in here because of my refrigerator art. Like I am god awful at drawing.
You want more of it.
No, you're not getting more of my
Wait.
refrigerator art.
Wait, I haven't seen it.
Is
That's
it
not
making
fair.
you running?
I want to see the refrigerator.
I don't
art.
have any on hand, and you're not getting any. I'm not making anything new.
There is no fridge. I made it up.
Oh my god.
I threw out the fridge.
To see someone,
We are now keeping
You want
everything in
the
an
truth?
icebox.
There is no fridge.
You love that clip so much.
it's a bit selfish of us, but that's not the right word. But I just like that someone has put the effort and time to actually do this. Like it does. Does it have to be like the most amazing? Like holy crap! Like no. It's just like we're all fans, and we like it a thing enough that we want to give back, and that's what we're doing this little stream for. Like I love this stuff. Like this is better than if they paid someone.
Yes,
No,
infinitely.
yeah, it's hard to put yourself out there, even if you got like some skills to you, and just be like, no, I will just draw. I haven't done it before, but I'll do it.
And remember, everyone does start somewhere. So
Yeah.
when you start to work,
real.
believe me, I do not like some of the writing that I had when I was younger. Like you get better over time. The more you do it, and you learn the mistakes you make, and you make them less.
Yeah, like you did. It's like doing art is hard. Like I remember I was like told I was like the worst. Like I had the worst handwriting and the worst art. Now I'm like whipping out stuff like that waste, Nevermore and Summon thing, just to spite everyone.
Real. Get better out of spite.
We love
but
that.
also,
we love that.
But also, Card Captor, the fact that you drew chains and then the shadows of those chains, I would never. If I didn't need to, I would never do it. Like
I would never do it. Like
Yeah.
that's the reason why I
We
have a
are
chain
proud
book.
of you, honey.
that is
Yeah,
also
love
the
it,
reason
too.
why
Attention
you
to
do
detail.
digital.
Wait,
I want to say, I wonder if the shot color is a reference to Cinder's shot color a little bit.
Yeah, that might be true.
Okay, I noticed something. I think there's also supposed to be like he's supposed to be cuffed by the ankles as well. 'Cause
Oh,
I see a hint of the gold color pencil.
It could be one or
I
the other.
see that. Yeah.
Oh, it could also
Oh no
be,
no 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 no!
Oh
they're
no,
right,
no,
they're
no,
right.
they are chained by the ankles.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Like-
good stuff. Good stuff. I would never.
Also, another thing I noticed is that I'm assuming the gold part, like, it's high up, but like the gold part of potentially the cuffs has the SDC.
I just realized he has
Or, like,
his
SDC on
ear, his relative to us, his left ear has like a tag on it, like a
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's a
cattle
cattle
tag.
tag.
I did not realize that.
It's one of the first details I put.
Celtic
Like,
is
I
like,
was like,
oh.
Celtic is super late to the
Oh
party.
no, sorry. Like
Don't worry, he's an explorer.
I'm juggling a billion things here, and a lot of people were talking at once.
No. I'm sorry. That was just a joke. It's just like, was that the first thing somebody said, or am I imagining it?
I said it because it was I like the detail. I like the detail rather than the number stamp or like the STC of the thing. The tag feels way more impersonal and dehumanizing.
Yes.
But yes, thank you, Card Captor. We love it.
J-Uri
Practice
LLC
your art.
brand
Yes.
shot collar. The results are electrifying.
Okay, Yuri, make that poster. We're putting it in somewhere in Mantle and Atlas.
All right.
They're gonna be branded for animals.
Oh my god.
They're gonna be branded for animals, but people use them for other reasons.
Oh god.
Wow, let's move on. Let's move on.
Evarenity did something actually very similar to who was it earlier? It was like one of the earliest ones that we had. It just same brain cell. I think we missed a chance to let Ruby and Penny hug in Volume 7.
Standing ovation.
Same energy, same beauty energy.
Same energy.
Literally same energy, even down to the ribbon
Really
being like, oh god, alarm. The ribbon
love
being
Penny
like
not
a more
realizing what's
substantial,
happening.
like real thing. I can't tell if it's actually metal because there's like layers of shine, and I can't tell how much of that is style, but it's lovely.
I love her zooming into the hug.
Yes, that's a nice
And
touch.
the petals falling off her.
I like that it's Ruby, the one who's doing it. Because obviously, if you see your friend who's supposed to be dead is alive, you would be the one to go to her, not the other way around.
Brief tangent here. Wouldn't that have been a better like introduction to Ruby's semblance evolving?
Yeah, a lot of things would have been better choices. I think we've established that by this entire series existing.
What I was saying is,
a better foreshadow.
Yeah, a better foreshadow is like she goes to like she's like so elated, she's like rushing the fastest she's ever tried to hug Penny, and then she just goes through. She just goes through Penny on the other side, and she's on the other side, and they're just standing there like blinking, like what just happened, and then they actually
Penny
hug.
sidestep.
Yeah, and then like later it's like, oh, your semblance is evolving, and like, wait, what?
I mean, that would be really abrupt, but like at the same time, I would have thought that better than her explaining it or something. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it was already like a thing she could do for a while. Just people didn't like mention it outright.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of her accidentally hitting it.
This was so cute. This is so cute.
It is adorable.
I love it.
It's very soft.
We love nuts and dolts. We support nuts and dolts here.
We love putting in rose petals for Ruby actually running. I miss it.
Ruby being robosexual.
Look, I'm telling you.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
Weapons and weapons only.
Oh my god, no.
Good lord.
Unnecessarily detailed belt buckles. There's like 4 colors on it.
Oh my.
I was also gonna say a neat little dot, like I think it's buttons on her sleeve things. That's not in canon. I just like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Our next submission is by A-Novice, who says, of all the ways to make your characters travel, why choose the most boring one? Just get some wheels, some friends, and enjoy. P.S. Nora should be the only one with a license. Also, I wanted to make a better design for the van, but I was running out of time.
Poor Jean! He missed his train.
This is
I would
such a
love
mood.
if Nora was a very responsible driver.
It feels like they're gonna go on a
extremely
Scooby-Doo
responsible.
mystery.
That'd be the funniest thing if Nora's the best driver out of all.
I cannot think of the last time I've seen someone draw in a circle.
This is so cute. It looks like it's gonna be for an indie game.
Oh no!
It's so style, but also the extraness of in reality Ren just meditating on the roof of the van.
It feels to me like an outro card for like Princess Principal. You know the one I'm talking about, right, Yuri?
Yeah.
That kind of outro.
It's like what corporate art style wants to be, but done right.
Yeah, where it's like a little bit like a little bouncy. Like the animation is always like you can see like the wheels bouncing up and down under the car while the car and everything's
and
rotating.
John running like bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, either his legs are swinging back and forth like very, very languidly, or like he's
every
just
so
bouncing
often,
up and
like
down.
it bounces a little.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
very Scooby-Doo, but it's also giving me, was it Mystery Skulls vibes?
Yeah!
Music videos.
This would
I
make
was
a cute
getting,
mouse pad.
I was getting weirdly like Night Vale vibes from it, like because it's all like at night. Yeah,
a little bit.
You know, it would be good on a plate. I would like it on a plate.
I would like the keychain or like a button, like a
Ooh,
little
like,
pin.
yeah, like
Yeah.
So we're starting our Fixing RWBY merch. You can check out on our Etsy. We don't have an Etsy.
Our collective Etsy. All the money goes straight to Kelt. We're starving. He doesn't pay us.
We're still stuck in the basement.
We're
I mean, I
stuck
do
in
have
the
the
basement.
stickers.
We ran out of donuts.
No, you're stuck in my
ages ago.
goddamn brain.
I think some people got promoted to the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The attic isn't much of an upgrade, though.
Oh.
It's a promotion.
I don't know how
Guys,
he
if you
did
buy-
his
if
finish
you buy
sunlight
merch-
in the attic.
Guys, if you buy merch, we'll finally have an air conditioner.
Please, the warm seasons are coming. I can't do this anymore.
It's really humid and gross in here for you.
Oh,
Lime
God.
Ranch,
Hollow.
please save us.
Can we stop
We're
expanding the
suffering.
lore of the basement, please?
Yeah, well, we have
It's
to
not
expand
our fault you
it.
don't let us leave.
We have to
I already
expand
have
because there's so many people.
Look, I open the windows for 10 minutes every single day. That should be more than enough for you
Hey,
guys.
hey! It's not your. It's not our fault that the dungeon keeps expanding every day.
You don't give us anything else to do. I gotta find a new hobby, and what more than expansion, you know?
Breaking spoons to try and get out. It doesn't work.
All right. Second to last submission is from Canfeel, who has a mildly morbid idea, which is,
Oh, here we go.
what if Penny could survive as just a head, traveling with Team Ranger to find a new body? Drawn by hand, then scanned. And it's,
Isn't that
loading for me? I can't.
Unironically, I love
That's
this.
God of War.
Still loading.
Damn
It's
it,
still
still
loading.
low.
Open it in the browser.
Oh god, it's
Yeah,
so
open it
morbid.
and it'll load. It's just really
so
big.
morbid. Discord doesn't want to show it.
Help me find my body land.
This is cute. This is actually cute.
Oh,
this is
how
actually just cute.
big
Oh,
is
it's
this
wrong.
image?
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, Ruby, let me tell you the
every
native
pixel.
stories of this section of Mistral. You see, the natives here used to make sacrifices. Inexplicable Scottish Penny, I am down for it.
And then Ruby would be like, Penny, why are you talking like that?
I'm in love with this forest. I love how they drew it, the use of values and the way it fades into the darkness so carefully. It doesn't happen all at once. It fades, and the way to convey the forms and the shapes of the trees. It's beautiful.
I love it.
The image is still loading for me.
It's great. Everything is like it gives like this very like ominous vibe, and yet everything in the foreground is like very like we're laughing at a joke being told by a head.
Yeah,
Look
it's
in-
very
look in the
readable.
chat.
Like I love how the background's like a different like I don't know what to call it, but it's like a different like filter on it. So like the Ruby comes out and Penny comes out, but they're not lost in it, which I think is neat. Yeah.
Have you guys played Slay the Princess?
No, I have not.
No.
Oh, okay, because it has like this very same feel where it's a fairy tale, but like some fucked up shit is gonna happen. But you know what? They look like they're having fun. I hope the best for whatever sacrificial ritual is gonna happen. Just doing girl things.
Just girl things.
Hashtag just Ruby things.
Just Ruby things.
Last presented without commentary is the Humble Halfrican, who is actually a regular in the Discord server. I have not taken a look at this, so I don't know what's actually happening in this because he didn't provide any commentary.
So it looks like the Cinder scene, like the top of the. Oh no, we got a.
Hey, I think it's Yang having a nightmare.
I see Neo.
Isn't this the end of the volume 8 where they're falling?
Oh yeah, it ends on the beach. I see the beach now.
Oh yeah. Oh, so what is it? Maybe what if Neo fell with them?
Maybe it's Neo disguised, like turned herself into. For some
No.
reason.
I'm not sure.
Or maybe it's what if Yang threw Neo down?
Oh, maybe yeah, with Yang dragging Neo with her.
Okay, one stand. I think. Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah, we're all trying to figure this out.
I
It's
think
beautifully drawn, by the
she
way.
is dragging with her. I think it's Neo is taking the form of Cinder, and then Yang chokes her the fuck out and drags her with her to the ever after.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hey, it looks
she
great.
breaks the umbrella Oh my god, snatches her around the neck. Jesus.
It low-key feels like a setup for like a like begrudging friendship, which I also like.
Yeah, it's like we're both
Nicola,
stranded here.
Nicola.
We gotta survive.
Oh, she put the umbrella to shade Yang.
Yeah.
What the hell? You can't be wholesome. We don't understand what's happening right now.
I like the detail of she took off her jacket. Yang has taken off her jacket, so you see the overalls underneath.
He's bringing food to
I mean,
Yang.
that's what we all thought that would actually happen.
Nobody has taken off their layers yet. They're all just
Oh,
fully.
they must be so hot. It must smell so bad.
Yeah.
Not like the basement we're all in.
Well, they just need to go to the hexagon with the cold weather.
You bring up the basement one more time, you go to the deep layer.
There's a deep layer?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where,
you
that's
haven't
where my,
visited it
Harry
yet.
Spider Jerry
Count
lives.
yourself lucky. Yeah, that's where I keep.
What?
It's where I
Right,
keep
from.
Jerry Freeman.
What?
Huh?
He was
only-
he was muscling in on my turf. I needed to put him
Where's
somewhere.
Jerry
Are
Freeman,
you
is
the
that
king?
you?
Our Lord and Savior
The
Jerry
ghost.
Freeman.
Was that you, Jerry Freeman? Are you
I
still
can
still
speak
in
on
there?
his behalf.
Oh god,
He's down
someone
here
got
with
me
me.
promoted into the cave.
Wow.
Yuri as an altist. You can
Someone
speak on
got
his
promoted
behalf.
to the cave.
Oh,
I like how you told us not to expand on the lore, but you're the one who's doing it. Like, I can't stop anymore.
All right. Well, that was all the fan art. That's everything.
How long did that take?
2 hours and
Hey.
16 minutes.
Clap. Yuri, do you have a clap on your soundboard? It's an applause. Wait, what?
No, Yuri, she said a
Couch
clap,
hearing?
not Gangster's Paradise.
That came
hat
from
on
deep
hand.
there, sorry. The doors were open.
Well, that was fun. There's so much great art. Like, I legitimately thought, okay, maybe we'll get like, I was optimistic at like 8 people, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this happens every year with like the auditions as well. I'm always like, maybe we'll get like, 8, 10 people. If we're really lucky, 20. But no, then everyone just like piles in and just surprises me. Typically at the last minute, although weirdly enough, the fan art contest, everyone came in rather consistently. It's like everyone puts off auditions. Everyone because literally it's like you get a slew at the beginning and then there's a drought in the middle and then there's a slew at the end. But fan art, no, it's like fan art came in like every week. It got like 2 or 3 submissions every week until now. It was great.
Hell yeah. And can I say, Fixing RWBY 6 years old. Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Reminder
A
still.
celebration of RWBY if RWBY is just like 6 years, dude. 6 years
Yeah.
of your life.
Stop wording it like that. I'm already existential enough over
No,
this.
no. But the 6 years of RWBY, and then since is it how many years of Sketchy Huntsmen? Is it 4?
4 years,
Or
yeah.
5? Or 4?
4
3? I don't know.
4 years since I started this with volume 3.
Wow.
It has been a ride. And it's only going to get crazier
On
from
a
here.
moped.
Now, reminder,
Mhm.
there's no episode this week, everyone. Sadly, this is taking place of it. We're taking a little celebration, giving some artists and myself a little bit of time to relax, just a bit, breathe. But when we return next week, everything will be as it should be. And we have some really exciting things in the near future. There are some things in this stream that we wanted to comment on, but we couldn't because that hasn't happened yet.
We're only halfway through, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the second half.
Yeah.
And if y'all haven't done the math yet, we're gonna outdo this season of RWBY. We're gonna be
Started
running.
earlier,
We
finished
released
later.
it. Yeah, we released before Volume 9, and we're gonna continue releasing after Volume 9.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious.
It just happens.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all so much for joining. This was a absolute blast. I hope everyone that was here and everyone that's watching had a wonderful time. And thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for your support. Everyone, Sketchies and audience. This project, I always say it, would never have gotten anywhere this far without any of you. And I am thankful every single day that there are enough people out there crazy enough that follow me to some extent.
Do it, Kelp. Do it, cry.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying.
Oh, it's okay.
We can make you cry.
It's okay to crack out. You can cut it out. It's pre-recorded.
It's very, yeah, you can just cut it
If
out.
you say a very embarrassing, heartfelt line and started crying, they would never know.
I got something in my eye. Tears.
It's not like we had to spend. It's not like we had to spend 10 minutes comforting you from your emotional.
Here's the cutout footage.
And not like Coffee has her hand over her own OBS to record. No,
It's not like I'm recording 24/7, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Thanks to everyone. It's been absolutely wonderful. And here's going into the future, up through wherever the hell RWBY ends. Until then, we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
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 Bye.